Man, I'm out of here, bro.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Me Today USA Boxing, man. We back, man. We back in the building, everybody. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music as well as Spotify. And we have some more places. Hold on. We got some more places now. Some more placements. Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Acast, Stitcher, TuneIn, Pocket Cast, Deezer, and Breaker. So those are the other places that people can listen to on the podcast. So salute to everyone and shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast. Let's see what's going on, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We're gonna have a damn good show today. But and we're gonna have some fun today. I'm telling you now, we're gonna have some fun today. Let me go ahead and open up this other window, guys, so we can get right into it. Let's open up this other window so we can get right into it. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I had to turn that volume down. Sorry about that. I had to turn the volume down. All right, here we go. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the New Me Today USA family. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm about tired of Keith Thurman already. I'm being honest with you. And I like Keith Thurman. He's from I'm from West Tampa, Florida, guys. The Bay Area, Tampa Bay, the Bay Area. Keith Thurman is from Clearwater, which is the Bay Area. You have Clearwater, St. Pete, Pinellas County. Anyways, yeah, man, I'm about tired of this dude already. I really am. You know what I mean? I'm just already. You know what I mean? Like, is it New Me Today USA Boxing? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm about tired of this dude already. I don't take anything Keith Thurman say serious anymore. You know what I mean? Because he's a good talker. And the area where I'm from, a lot of people have the gift of gab. Keith Thurman has the gift of gab. He's a good talker. Now, I'm not gonna lie. He's funny as hell. He's a good talker. But but I don't look at him as a boxer anymore. I look at him as I look at Keith Thurman as being retired. To be honest with you, he's a retired guy. He was good when he was boxing. But his boxing days is over with, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? He was good when he was boxing, but his boxing days are over with, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm about tired of him. You know what I mean? I want the Errol Spence and the Crawford fight. And he's calling out Errol. He's calling out Crawford, and he say he wants to fight Spence, and this is his get back year. I mean, he's gonna come back and do A, B, C, and D. I'm pulling up the notes. I'm pulling up some receipts right now, guys. Hold on, pulling up some receipts right now. You know what I mean? And he misses it. He misses it. I got a video also when Terence Crawford was on the Welterweight podcast. So I'm pulling that one up as well, guys. Hold on, guys. I should have been more prepared. And we got a Tank Davis video we're going to pull up and look at too. Where Tank talk about the promoters. Tank talks about the promoters. And I have some notes. Right here. Hold on, let me. They'll keep Thurman. Keep Thurman. Wait a minute. I will show this to you guys, man. Hold on. Let's get to where Crawford was at. Crawford was right here on the Welterweight podcast. Yeah, as you can see. All right. So I got everything set up, man. So let's do this OJ Ju-Man style. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And we're gonna do this OJ Ju-Man style. You know how we do it, man. Shout out to John Doe, what up, Doe?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Styles in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Will. Will, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
F Society, what the lick read?
Hey, okay.
My brother Charlo, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
Oh, Chick said, yo, Coach, what's up, baby? Yeah, what's up, baby? You know what I mean? Thanksgiving tomorrow, man. Turkey Day. Turkey Day is tomorrow over here in the United States. I don't know what other countries celebrate, but it is what it is. Shout out to my main man Hector Garcia. Big Heck, what's going on, baby?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ava as well.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have in the building? Mizzy Mike, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
He said, I was just on Southpaw 773 Live, and he told everyone that if there's someone in your family that you don't like, swing on them. Wow. Wow. Okay. Shout out to Pugilism.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? John McSmith. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
I like saying that, as you can tell. Shout out to Rodney Evans. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
AV Sounds in the building.
Hey, okay.
Man, shout out to everybody in the UK, man. All them boys out there in the UK, man. You know, everybody out there in the UK, man, with the AK, man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the UK. Shout out to he said, can I open the phone lines early? Yes, sir, I will. I'm gonna open up the phone lines pretty much right away, probably about 20 minutes. Give me about 20 minutes, guys. We're gonna open up the phone lines. Shout out to number one soul brother.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, give me about 20-25 minutes. We'll open up the phone lines. I promise you that we won't be long. I'm gonna open up the phone lines so everyone can call. If you don't get through, just keep calling because you know if you're calling while I'm on the phone, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be able to click over right then. But just keep calling. Shout out to AV Sound. Shout out to Thomas Cruz. What's going on, fam? Shout out to George H in the building. Shout out to the Fight Doctor. The Fight Doctor was happening. Shout out to James Burrell. Shout out to the Queen, Karma Serene.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have, man, in the building. I'm trying to see. I'm looking on these YouTube streets right now. I'm trying to see who we have. You know, I had a camera right here, right? But then I got the chat right here to my right. So you see me looking to my right. I'm looking at these YouTube streets trying to read and see what's going on, man. Shout out to Paul Evans. Shout out to Karma Serene, the Queen Karma Serene. Sounds a whole lot better than me. Shout out to Anthony Evelyn. What's going on, fam? The Wolf is in the house.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jorge Herrera. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have in the house, man? Loke, what up, Loke?
Hey, okay.
What up, Loke? Hey, shout out to Pugilism.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor, man. Graham Taylor in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James Burrell. Shout out to Javier Martinez. Edgar Cota. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Phil Ken J. Shout out to Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice in the building.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Keith needs a next time Chappelle stand-up special. I laughed the entire video of him. He inspired. Hey, we gonna play it too so they can look at it. He said to talk in the gym, showing equipment. And you saw it. And you saw it. That shit was hilarious, boy. That goddamn Keith sometime Thurman, boy. Boy, he making my city look bad too, dog. Oh my God. He's from the other side of the bay, man. Man, he making us look bad, dog, right? I mean, he was making us look good, but nah, man, all this capping and talking and, God damn, dog. I'm trying to get this I'm trying to be a matchmaker right now. I'm a matchmaker. I'm trying to get this Errol and Crawford fight going on, the Spence and Crawford fight going on. Then once upon a time, just come out of nowhere. Oh, well, I want to fight Crawford. I want to do, and about 8 months I'll be ready. Just in 8 months I'll be ready. No, wait a minute. I thought you said you ain't know who Crawford was. Oh, I thought you said that Crawford didn't need to get a belt. Oh, yeah, I thought you said he ain't fought nobody. Oh, he has a weak resume. Yeah, he got more things he need to do in the welterweight division. Oh, okay, then. And now all of a sudden you want to fight him. Three going on 4 years later. Now you ready to fight him. Okay. Whatever. Shout out to, I think we got everybody, man. I think I got everybody. I think Jay Styles in the building, James Burrell.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. I thought we got everybody, man. Come on, man. Shout out to it's a broad man in egg shape form.
Hey, okay.
Anyways, guys, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. This dude Keith Thurman. God damn. Anyways, man, as I said before, man, Spence and Crawford, they don't need Keith Thurman, Boots Ennis, or Vergil Ortiz. They need to fight each other. Now, I know a lot of people out there saying, Boots is the one. He coming up. He going to be the one to take over the welterweight division. And guess what? Only time will tell if that will happen. I know some people are saying that Vergil Ortiz, he's the one. He's the one that's going to take over the welterweight division. I agree, but only time will tell if that's going to happen. Now, we have the old heads now in boxing. We got the Shawn, I think Terence Crawford. I think he might be the oldest out of the welterweights right now. He's 34. Shawn Porter's 34. He retired. I think Keith Thurman is 33. I don't know how old Ugas is, So, but I think he might be the oldest. So anyway, these old guys need to fight each other. Errol Spence will be 32, going on 32. These old guys need to fight each other. Get that out the way. Because the young dudes coming down the block, they ain't going to be bullshitting. Vergil Ortiz and Boots is not going to be playing, and you're only going to be able to avoid not fight these guys, for so long, right? But the top guys, the belt holders need to fight each other. Boots and Vergil Ortiz, they got to wait their goddamn turn. You see what I'm saying? They're going to beat it in the future, but they got to wait their goddamn turn. Just like Spence had to wait his turn, just like Crawford had to wait his turn, just like Thurman had to wait his turn, and Shawn Porter, just like they had to wait their turn. Those two young whippersnappers, you're going to have to wait their goddamn turn. Their time coming, but they're only 22 and 23 years old. They got to wait their turn and work their way through the ranks, right? All right, now, as I said before, man, but Spence and Crawford going to have to fight each other. Or Keith Thurman gonna go fight somebody else in the comeback fight, right? You ain't no need to try to jump straight to the top. You've been going 2.5 years. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Crawford and Spence, they are two welterweights that the fans want to see fight next year the most. This is the ones that the fans are talking about the most right now. Keith Thurman has now come out of hiding from Clearwater, right? And he's calling out Terence Crawford on social media. But not long ago, Keith, once upon a time, Thurman dismissed Crawford by saying that he needs a belt when he first came into the division almost 4 years ago. 3 years ago, right? It was 3 years ago. Then he said Crawford is too small. That's what he said. Then he said Crawford hasn't fought anybody, right? Then he said that he wants $10 million to fight Crawford. That's what he said last year, right? Now the tables have turned. When Crawford first came into the welterweight division, in the welterweight division, Terence Crawford, he called out Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, to be honest, but Thurman was dismissive of Crawford at that time, but not anymore. He's not dismissive anymore. When Errol Spence was trying to get a fight with Keith Thurman, remember when Errol Spence was, a few years back, probably like 2017, something like that. 2017. Errol Spence was they're on the same side of the street. Errol Spence and Keith Thurman on the same side of the street. Keith Thurman is only a couple of years older than Errol Spence. Errol Spence was trying to get a title fight. Listen, man, give me a shot at the title. Give me a shot at the title, man. Give me a shot at the title.
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bums.
I want a shot at the title, man. We're on the same side of the street. I want a shot at the title. Keith Thurman was very dismissive of Errol Spence back then. This is probably why Errol Spence has a grudge against Keith Thurman. He doesn't like Keith Thurman at all, from what I've been hearing, from what I'm hearing. Right? Now, when Errol was trying to get a fight with Keith Thurman, he treated Spence like a stepchild, even though they were on the same side of the street. Spence wanted Thurman to give him a shot at the title, right? When Spence was coming through the ranks. But Keith said Spence is too young. The kid, he's a young pup. You know how Keith is always, how Keith do it. No, he's a young pup, he wants a shot at the champ. He's going to get his turn, yada, yada, yada. Keith was that guy. Before Errol Spence, was the man at the PBC, Keith Thurman was that guy. He was the guy. You see what I'm saying? Now, Spence is not ready. That's what he said. Spence doesn't deserve a shot at the title. Yet, this is what Keith Thurman was saying at that time, right? So what did Spence do? Spence decided to go across the pond, go on the other side of the street. Spence went on the other side of the street in the UK, and he fought Kell Brook after being the mandatory for the IBF strap. Now, Spence is in the same position as Keith Thurman was years ago, and Thurman knows it. Now, Terence Crawford is in the same position, a better position, because Terence Crawford is a free agent. He don't have nobody holding him back, right? And he has his own promotional company. But he's in a better position than Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman knows it. Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz are in the same position as Errol Spence and the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford was when they wanted to fight champions when they was that age. So Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz, they're like, okay, we the young guys, we want a shot at the title, but their time gonna come, but it's not gonna come right now. It's not gonna come right now, right? But I like that. I like that about these two whippersnappers, these two young bucks, right? But since one time wants to come back to boxing after being out of the ring for 2.5 years. This man has been out of the ring for how long, guys? 2.5 years. That's how long he's been out of the ring. I didn't even know Keith Thurman I thought he had retired, to be honest with you. Then, if he's been out of the ring for 2.5 years, Keith Thurman needs to work his way back up through the ranks. What you did 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, don't mean shit 2.5, 3 years later. It's good on your resume, that's fine. You was a former 2-time champion, you lost to Manny Pacquiao, that's fine. But you haven't fought in 2.5 years. While you were sitting on the sideline chilling, shang-langing at Clearwater Beach, and sipping mojitos and all that stuff there, these other boys been getting it. They've been fighting. You see what I'm saying? You don't get a chance, in my opinion, to, you don't get a chance to, to talk down on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford when they tried to fight you in the past, and now both of these men are relevant and they are in the position of power. Now you all of a sudden want to come out of hiding and jump straight to the top. Doesn't work that way, Keith. Doesn't work that way. What you did 3 or 4 years ago, as I said before, guys, doesn't mean shit today. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford owe you nothing, Keith Thurman. They owe you nothing. And if you want a shot at the big dogs now, you're going to have to earn your keep, right? And you're going to have to fight somebody like a Boots Ennis or a Vergil Ortiz or any of these other guys. You've been gone for 2.5 years, dog. 2.5 years. That's how long you've been gone, right? Now, when it comes to talking, I have to give Keith Thurman the credit. He has the gift of gab. You are one of the best in the business, Keith Thurman, when it comes to talking. I know. We both from the Bay Area, and this is how we talk in the Bay. You got to get the gap, baby. I know you do. I can relate to that. And that's what I like about Keith Thurman. I love that about Keith Thurman. You see what I'm saying? Now, I know, as I said before, because we come from the same area, right? You're younger than me, but it is what it is. But when it comes to boxing, as far as I'm concerned, Keith Thurman, you are unofficially retired. You are an unofficial retired fighter, Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? So you haven't fought in almost 3 years, like I said before, guys, and now you are an afterthought. We want to see Crawford and Spence next. Point blank, period. Let's get into this. Now, I respect Keith Thurman. He's a good guy. Again, he's from pretty much the same city that I'm from. He's in the Bay Area, not the same city, but he's in the Bay Area, right? So I got love for Keith Thurman. But the fact of the matter is, your ass been gone 2.5 years. You're not that guy anymore. Tables have turned. Errol Spence is in a different position now. Terence Crawford is in a different position now. You just can't pop up out of nowhere and be like, yeah, I want to fight these guys. These guys need to fight me. No. Don't work that way. Don't work that way. You shitted on them 3 years, 4 years ago. Guess what? Now it's time for Crawford and Spence to shit on you. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and see what's up, man. Let's go ahead and go straight to the chat. Eddie Val said all these prime fighters better stay away from Boots and Ortiz. And it seemed like Boots and Ortiz is staying away from each other. You know what I mean? It seemed like they're staying away from each other. You know what I mean? So yeah, the prime fighters, they don't put in the work already, so they need to fight each other. Eddie Val said if Thurman fights next, it'll be summer 2022, 3-year layoff. A 3-year layoff. A 3-year layoff. He said, exactly. Keith not even the same fighter. No, man. No. Let's look at this video, though. Let's look at this video. Let's look at this video right here, right quick, guys. This my dog. This my dog. Keith, once upon a time, sometime, I used to have a time. I don't know what time that is, but whatever time that fits with the rhyme, that's by design. Keith Thurman is back. He's back on social media, though. Keith Thurman is back on social media. Let's keep that in mind. You know what I mean? So Keith, what you got to say? Talk to the people, Keith. I do not own the rights to this material. This is I do not own the rights to this material, guys. This is for educational purposes only. Let's see what our good brother from Clearwater, Florida, Keith Thurman. Let's see what Keith Thurman got to say. I know you guys are excited about Keith Thurman. I know you guys are excited about Keith. I know you're excited about Keith. You know what I mean? You know, let's go.
Your boy's smarter. I'm fighting a lot more. It's a passion. It's a dream. It's for the family. It's for you. It's for you. It's for the fans.
I get it. Keith. Oh, Keith Thurman so goddamn dramatic. He like, you know, it's for the family. It's for you. It's for fans. It's for the people. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, boy. He said we don't have time. Just let him work. Let's let him work. Yeah. Here you go, man. Here you go. He said I would rather see Vergil Ortiz fight Crawford than Keith. He said Thurman and Ugas will be a firecracker. Okay, yeah. Hey, he said what does it do for a man to go against his own words after that fight Crawford made all y'all go against your own words. Hey man, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, man. Hey, Carmen Serene say, what about the fans for the last 3 years, Keith? Man, you know what, though, man? And I'm mad at Keith Thurman because we had an opportunity to have so much fun in the welterweight division. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. Shout out to Johnny, man. Hey, that's all I'm saying, dog. But let's hear Keith. Let's hear Keith. He said he got 7 top 10 undefeated welterweights. They need to fight so we can see who's who. Yeah, I totally agree. That's where I'm at with it. Let's see what our brother Keith. Let's see what Keith one time got to say.
Your boy's smarter. I'm fighting a lot more. It's a passion. It's a dream. It's for the family. It's for you. It's for you. It's for the fans. It's for the network. It's for everybody. It's for everybody. All right? I don't gotta be a champ. I don't gotta have a belt. I eat better without a belt. I stay hungry without a belt. It's okay though. We're gonna be right back on top. Come on.
Man, Keith Thurman, man. Hey, let's do this one more time. This Keith Thurman, boy. Oh, bruh. That's goddamn Keith, man. Keith, you're making us look bad over here in the Bay, man. Boy, you're making us look bad right now, dog. Boy, they thinking we real delicate over here, boy. They thinking it's real delicate over here right now, man. God damn.
Come on, look at it again. What time is it? What time is it? Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody here but the champ. Ain't nobody here. Yeah. Oh, we coming back. We coming back. Oh, bro, trust. There's a lot more than talk. Ask anybody who's been in the ring with Keith Thurman, man. I've been out here, been doing things.
Keith Thurman. I don't goddamn Keith, bro. I goddamn Keith Thurman, boy, bro. He said, there he go. How many sets did he do prior to recording? Well, you see, he not sweating. So I goddamn Keith Thurman, dog, bro. Hey, that's what I miss about Keith Thurman, though. I miss his soliloquies, his long, drawn-out speeches, and I miss that about Keith, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. The welterweight division, we do kind of need Keith Thurman back, though. We do kind of need Keith Thurman back, man, because we kind of need Keith back, dog. You know, I just don't think he should get a straight shot at Crawford or Spence when you've been going 2.5 years, and these guys been fighting. I just don't believe that. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue to hear Keith, man.
Been in the game. The toughest fight for anybody. Anybody. Trust. Look, man.
Oh. Sorry about that, guys. I had it muted. Let me let you hear this. Sorry about that.
Doing things. Been in the game. The toughest fight for anybody. Anybody. Trust. Believe. If you don't believe, I'm gonna turn you into believers. Look, man.
You heard what Keith said. He said if you don't believe, he's going to turn you into believers. Hey, but Keith, I don't believe no more, dog. You've been going for 2.5 years. I don't lost faith in you. I have no faith in you at all. Now, I know that you can talk. I understand that when it comes to talking in the sport of boxing, you are the undisputed talking welterweight champion of the world. You are formerly unified welterweight champion. But I don't believe in you. I don't believe no more, dog. I just don't. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on you, boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She say damn video / photo op. Oh man, they got there Keith. Hey, listen, man. Listen, we need Keith back. We need Keith back. We need Keith back. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Bear with me one moment. All right, guys, I'm back. Hey, listen, we need Keith Thurman back. We need him back though. Hey, what the dude say? He said Keith out here like the pastor. Oh man, Killing Boxer say Heyman has offered him to everyone trying to cash him out, but no one wants to fight because they don't want to hit a retired fighter with their pension book. Oh man, come on, man. Oh man, listen, man. I got there. Okay. Anthony said he should fight Ugas first. I mean, I don't know, man. Hey, now we can't have him fight Ugas because if he fight Ugas and win, then it ain't no 10 guarantee Keith gonna defend the belt because he might get injured again or anything, man. But I like Keith though. I like Keith. And listen, we from practically the same city. I like Keith. You see what I'm saying? I really do, man. But you've been going 2.5 years, dog. Life don't move on without your ass. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. The man been going 2.5 years, dog. What are we supposed to do? At this point, what are we supposed to do? I didn't even know he was still a boxer. I thought he had unofficially retired. You see what I'm saying? So, this is what have you done for me lately? You see what I'm saying? Let's go back and hear Keith. I know y'all love Keith Thurman. One time. Let's hear one time.
Salute to my boy Shawn, man. Shoot, I went to sleep after the fight. That was a late fight. ESPN, what y'all doing?
Shout out to Shadow Ghost.
Oh, man, I'm 33. I'm about to go to bed nowadays. I can't even watch these fights no more. You know what I mean? But I had to see it. I had to watch Bud do what he said he was going to do. Come bring that fire. Stop a man that ain't never been stopped. Didn't put him down once, put him down twice. You know? It is what it is, man. It's
I had, put a man down who he never been put down before. He didn't put him down once, he put him down twice. Yeah, Keith, we understand all that, man. We get that. What's the point of this video, Keith? I just want to know what's the point of this video? That's all I want to know. Okay, all right, you back. What's the point of this video? That's all I want to know. Shout out the Shadow Go, shout out the Guru. You know what I mean? What's the point of the video, Keith? Get to the point. Get to the point, my brother. The people want to know what's the point of the damn video. What's the point of the video?
Inspiring. It's inspirational. You woke me inspiring. It's inspirational.
He said it's inspiring.
I had to watch Bud do what he said he was going to do. Come bring that fire. Stop a man that ain't never been stopped. Didn't put him down once, put him down twice. You know? It is what it is, man. It's inspiring. It's inspirational. You woke me up. You woke me up. I'm in here. I've been working. Hour on the spin.
Hey, he say it's inspiring. You know what I mean? It's inspirational. So basically, he said when he saw what Terence Crawford do in his fight when he won, he said Terence Crawford inspired him. It's inspirational. He said, that fight, it woke him up. So now he is back. You see the fire in his eyes. Well, you know what, brother? Say your prayers, take your vitamins, brother. When I come through, brother, and I drop the big boot across your face and drop the big leg, brother, and I have all of the Hulkamaniacs out there, brother, coming around and they scream for the holster. Like this is what this shit sound like to me. This is what it sound like to me.
proper gloves, hitting the bag, just putting in work, that late night work, you know. We got my birthday, we got the holiday, you know, but I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay on my diet. It's a green bean casserole for me.
What the hell is he talking about? Okay, we know what you're gonna have for Thanksgiving. Green bean casserole, you know, all in the videos, you know, dancing. What are you talking about, Keith? Okay, you would have died. I'm happy. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Oh, this goddamn Keith Thurman, boy. I like Keith, dog. I like Keith. I really like Keith, man. But yeah, we want to see Crawford and Spence fight each other, dog. Right now, you've been gone 2.5 years, bro. Let's finish this. Shout out to Jawan, man. I'm just saying, dog. Like Keith, you've been gone 2.5 years, man. Come on, man. You can't be going straight at Errol and Crawford. No, Crawford. You got to work your way back through the ranks now, dog. Right now, you got to work your way. Matter of fact, let's see if he ranked anywhere in the sanctioned bodies. Let's see.
Bit of turkey and a salad on the side. That's what I'm having for Thanksgiving. You know, that's all I'm having. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna spend time with the family. I'm gonna be with my mama. I'm gonna be with my dad. I'm gonna be with the family. You know, it ain't about stuff in my face. It's about waking up and being grateful. How grateful am I?
What the hell is he talking about? I'm just saying. What is Keith? What's the point? What are you trying to tell us, Keith? I know that you Confucius, and you know, you. I know this, Keith. I know you Confucius, my brother. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. But what are you talking about, Keith? Like, what's the purpose of this video? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm still at the top of the welterweight division. Say what you want to say. Where he been? What he doing? Where he at? This is where I'm at, man. This is where I'm at. And it's all good. And it's all love. You know? I know I talked a lot of shit in 2019. I know that shit came to bite me back in my ass.
You know what Keith said? You know what Keith said? Keith say, I know I talked a lot of shit in 2019. I know it came back to bite me in the ass. Yes, it did. Because now Errol Spence can't stand your ass. He don't even want to see you. But Crawford want to fight him though. Crawford said he want to fight Keith Thurman, so he'll probably get the shot at Crawford. Crawford said he want to fight Thurman. He said he want to fight Thurman. You know what I mean? He did say that. But I'm just saying, though, you just can't come back after 2.5 years and just jump in front of everybody else when you've been gone all this time. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
That's what happens. You know? That's what happens. Especially when you play a tough game like this one. One of the realest. Hold up. One of the realest. Come on now. Every other sport, they done put in more rules. They done more things. You can get fouled. You know what I mean? Shoot, if we get fouled, it's a low blow. It's getting punched in the back of the head. It's a kidney shot. You know? And it ain't even a foul unless the referee see it.
What the hell is Keith Thurman? Bro, do anybody know what Keith Thurman talking about? No, anybody. You know, my GED education is not allowing me to comprehend the words that are coming out of Keith Thurman's mouth. So can anyone please tell me what is Keith Thurman talking about? Do anybody know what he's talking about? Bless, the Queen, Bless 365. Karma Serene. Do anybody know what Keith Thurman talking about? I'm trying to, anybody. I'm trying to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? I'm having a difficult time figuring out what exactly is the purpose of this video and what is Keith talking about. Don't know what he's talking about. Like, please. He talking about green bean casseroles, football, fouls. Come on, man, bro. You know, he inspired. You know, come on, man. I'm done. Anybody help me, please? You know, please. lost now, Cole. I'm trying to tell you that. Listen, that's what bro. Keith would have been a good lawyer.
You might see it. Did the ref see it? They can show it on the replay. Did the ref catch it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, man, I'm coming back. Coming back 2022. We got an announcement real soon. That's why your boy in here working. Okay? Weight management, on point, doing what I gotta do. There's a lot of great fights. Philippines shout out.
Now, let me stop right here. He says that he's coming back 2022. He says he has a big announcement happening. You know what I think the big announcements may be, guys? It may be Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Keith Thurman and Errol Spence may be the big announcement fight. Don't be surprised if you guys hear that. Because what other big announcement can it be? You know what I mean? What other big announcement can it be? I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be either Keith Thurman or Errol Spence, or it just may very well be Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford. It might be one of those two guys. I don't feel like that. You know, hey Keith, you've been going for 2.5 years. You know, the ship has sailed you by. I thought you were a retired fighter, but Keith said that I don't think the Crawford fight is going to be next. I'm gonna tell you why. I got some receipts on that. But let's keep going though. I think it's gonna be Errol Spence.
Yeah, Javante Davis, you know, it's not even a real fight, man. Ella be just talking. It wasn't even a real fight. It was never gonna be a real fight, you know. Maybe sometime down the road it's a real fight, you know. McGregor versus Thurman.
I don't know. This all he talked about.
That's a different one. Nothing. Shake it off.
Here you go.
Fights. I'm ready for.
Here you go.
McGregor versus Thurman.
Here you go. Here you go, Keith.
Sure, that's a different one. That's an off season. It would have been a fun tune-up, but I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to get in there with the champs. I love great fights. I'm ready for Crawford. I'm ready for Spence. You know, I just want to get back, shake it off. Shake it off.
So you heard what he said. Keith Thurman said that he's ready for Crawford. He's ready for Spence. He want to fight the champions. I think when Keith Thurman come back, guys, it might be Errol Spence, because he said he wanted to fight Crawford next summer sometime. Crawford gonna have a fight before then. Ain't nobody waiting on Keith Thurman. But I'm just saying though, guys, I don't know, guys. I think it might be. Well, what do you guys think? You think it's gonna be Spence? Keith trying to dance like Uma Thurman. You think it's gonna be Spence? Carmen Serene said I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Tank. At 147, that's too much weight for Tom.
Just a little bit of the dust, just a little bit of the rust, and then we're gonna come back shining, baby. Come on, man. Trust me. I'm waking up. I'm gonna wake you up. All right, you're gonna see Keith Thurman's coming back. I'm coming back. I don't care how long I gotta be in here. I don't care how long I gotta work.
All right, Keith Thurman coming back. So for all the Keith Thurman fans out there, man, the diehard Keith Thurman fans, let's give Keith Thurman a round of applause for coming back. Let's give him a round of applause. He said he's coming back.
I don't care how much sleep I get. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. It hit home. Shawn Porter announced retirement, man. That hit home. You know, it's hard being in this game for a long time. When you've been running in the ring the way that we've been running in the ring ever since we was kids, you know. But I missed a lot of action. Oh, I'm starving. I'm licking my lips, man. I'm starving out here.
You see Keith Thurman, he said he's starving. Hey, the money must be getting low. Hey, remember, we know about these fighters now. I told you what they get paid. The money must be getting low. That little bit of money that he made over there at the PBC, and he hasn't been fighting, and a fighter do what? In order for them to, they get paid for a living, right? He hasn't been fighting. Maybe the well is running dry, and he got to wet his beak again, get his beak back wet. Who knows? But let's keep going, though. So he said he's starving now. Keith Thurman said he's starving, guys. That's what he said. So we might be on, So basically, this video is just basically saying he's coming back. Keith, why you ain't just say that? Just say, yeah, man, I'm coming back, man, yada, yada. Why you took us through all of this shit with the talk about football, the referees, filing, you know, all this other stuff that it took us all this time to figure out what the hell the purpose of the video.
Come on, man. It's time. It's just that time. It is what it is, you know? If they don't want to get into work, I'm gonna get in some work next year. Your boy's going back to work next year. Some way, somehow. You know? We gotta start.
Anyway, that's it, man. That's it. I just want to show you guys that for the guys who didn't see it. So Keith one time coming back. I don't agree that he should, you know, and I ain't hating. I don't agree that he should just jump straight to the top. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is, right? Well, I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a minute. Let me do that right now. This particular video right here, guys. This is you know, no. God damn, why did I do that? Man, why I did that dumb ass shit? Okay, here you go. This is Crawford on the Porterweight podcast, as you can see. That's Crawford on the Porterweight podcast. You know, so basically, we ain't gonna go through this because you know we already know how boring Terence Crawford is. We know that. That's my guy, but he boring as hell. But anyways, it's very short. It's just Crawford said that he's not going to be fighting until his 40s, so he wants to you know, he got 3 fighters he want to fight. So I do think that Keith Thurman will be able to get that Terence Crawford fight because Terence Crawford still wants to fight Keith Thurman. Crawford said he was asked a question about Boots Ennis. Crawford said that Boots is the truth and that he is the next guy to take over the welterweight division. This is what Crawford said in this interview. He said that he's been following Boots ever since Boots was in the amateurs. Keith Thurman says he never heard of Boots. He don't know who he is. Terence Crawford said that Boots is that guy and he's going to be the guy and he's been following Boots since he's been in the amateurs. Shout out to Al Ramos.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said sometimes Keith Thurman looking to fight the tooth Errol Spence. Come on, man. I'd rather see Josh say that, but hey man, y'all don't talk about Keith Thurman like that, man. Y'all don't do him like that. Anyway, so this is what Crawford said about Boots. Shawn Porter asked him who do he wants to fight next. Give him his next 3 fights. He said that he want to fight Ugas, Errol Spence, and Keith Thurman. He said it doesn't matter which order it is. Well, so whether if it's Ugas, that's fine. He said if Thurman is the first one, he said he doesn't mind. He'll fight Thurman. He said, but these are the 3 fighters he want to fight: Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and Ugas. So, and he said it doesn't matter which order it is, right? So, so at least Keith Thurman still has you know, some interest from Terence Crawford, even though he did say that, you know, Crawford didn't do nothing and, you know, yada, 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 and this and that. And, he need to get a belt and all this other stuff. Right. So now I guess Keith Thurman had a change of heart. So now he said that he wanted to fight Ugas and all that stuff there. But I will say this. He did say that he's not going to wait around forever to fight these guys. He has some options now that he's a free agent and he has his own promotional company as well. So this is some of the things that, you know, Bud said in his interview. I just want to show y'all that. Y'all can go check it out. It's only like 10 minutes long. He was on that 10, 15 minutes long, but I'm not going to play it. Keith Thurman said that Terence Crawford did inspire him, you know, when he did what he said he was going to do by stopping Shawn Porter and knocking him down twice. And as we already heard, Keith Thurman said that he's ready for Crawford and he's ready for Spence and he wants to fight the champs. Keith says it's time and that he is starving. So now that's the wrap up of that particular video, right? Just in case you guys didn't see it, it's on the Porterweight podcast. Y'all go check it out. You see the title up here. Shawn Porter recaps Crawford fight with Crawford. With Crawford. He recaps the fight with Crawford, as you can see. So now I think that's it. We're going to open up the phone lines. Oh, this video right here, guys. Let me show you this video right here. I'm not going to play it, but let me show you this video right here. This video right here, Tank Davis talks about the promoters. He talks about how the promoters are the ones. As a matter of fact, let me make sure. Because he was asked about Esau Pitbull Cruz. He had a smirk laughing. He was laughing and shit. He was laughing this time. You know, he was laughing this time, but let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see. I think I have it right here. He was laughing. Tank, where you at, Tank? Where you at, Tank? Where is Tank? Where is Tank? Yeah, Tank talks about the promoters, how they put the matchmaking together and stuff like that. He kind of like touched on it. He didn't really do a whole lot of expounding on it, but it was a question that was posed to him about certain fights going down and fights happening. And he just said, honestly, it's the promoters. And that's all he said. But I knew what he was talking about. And then he was going to elaborate on it. Then he said, nah, man, you know what, man? I'm not going to say too much. I ain't going to say too much. So he was, they know this shit WWE, with the matchmaking and stuff. So anyways, let's open up the phone lines, guys. We got our dog Keith One Time Thurman. He's coming back, so I'm happy. He's coming back. Keith One Time Thurman is coming back, guys. I don't think he deserves a shot at Errol Spence or Crawford. But hey, Crawford said he'll fight him. So hey, man, if Crawford winning the fight, man, so goddamn be it. You know what I mean? I think Crawford just he want to see if he can beat the guy. Phone lines. Matter of fact, sorry about that, guys. 46-minute mark. Let's open up the phone lines, guys. And what do you guys think about Keith Thurman? Are you guys excited about Keith Thurman coming back? Are you guys excited about Keith Thurman coming back? That's what I want to know, guys. Are you excited about Keith Thurman? You see what I'm saying? That's all I want to know. Are you excited about Keith Thurman? Are you excited about Crawford saying that he wants to fight Spence, Ugas, and sorry about that, guy. I'm tripping. Oh, hold on. Hold on, caller. Hold on. Steve, what's going on, baby?
Coach Malachi Williams, I'll be. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's Steve Kim on the line, guys. This is Steve Kim. World-renowned Steve Kim. World-renowned. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's give Steve Kim a round of applause. Steve, what's going on, my brother?
God. No, look, I just wanted to call in. I was going to call in last Wednesday because I was driving up to Vegas. I was stuck in some traffic. Obviously, listen to your. By the way, this is the truth. I listen to at least 90 minutes of your show every day, Monday through Friday, and parts of Sunday, right at high noon because I'm in LA. You do a great job of entertaining and informing the fans. Got a great energy. You make me laugh and you entertain me. You make great points. I really enjoy what you do. You're one of my favorite channels.
Oh man, I really appreciate that, bro. Like, man, that's big coming from you. You know what I mean? You've been in the game a long time. I see. I know you might be busy, but let me ask you a quick question. You was at the fight.
I got the time.
You was at the fight. You was at the fight Saturday. What was the energy like? What like the crowd? What was that like?
Coach, it was a great crowd. Now, let me state this for the record. The Mandalay Bay is a little bit smaller than the MGM Grand. The Michelob Arena, where the fight was held, is about 12,000. They announced the paid attendance at about 11,500. It was a complete sellout. My buddy Jim Boone, who's a ticket scalper or broker, he had a great weekend. It was certainly a seller's market. And it was, I'd say what was interesting, Coach, is that every Crawford fight, there is a large contingent of people from Nebraska. You could just see people with the Nebraska Cornhusker paraphernalia and Creighton University. Mm-hmm. And he's always been a local draw, and these people do travel well. What I was interested in seeing was that I met people from New York that I talked to, people from Colorado, people from Cleveland. I had friends come in from Wisconsin. I had another friend that came in from Utah. So when people say that Terence Crawford isn't a draw, I kind of push back on that a little bit. Look, is he a big a draw as Canelo or Anthony Joshua? No, but in his own right, he does draw, and the energy was unbelievable. And as someone that grew up in the 80s, I thought the selection of the LL Cool J "I'm Bad" for Crawford was perfect. I mean, forget Oreos, eat Cool J cookies. I love that song. And the energy was great. It felt like a big fight, Coach.
Oh man, I wish I was there, but I couldn't. But I was like, man, just the energy looked very well. Two friends fighting each other what do you think about the welterweight division? What do you want to see next year, Steve? And just your opinion. I know you love the sport of boxing, but what do you want to see next year with just some of the fights that you would like to happen next year for 2022?
Well, look, right off the top of my head, and this has been a fight that I've wanted for 2-3 years, and I don't think the promotional politics should get in the way anymore. Like you said, call out, big fish. Let's go Crawford and Spence. Let's stop screwing around here, because I think the expiration date is starting to come near fruition to that fight. Because let me give you an example. Terence Crawford's 34. I believe Errol Spence is a couple years younger than him. So they're both in their 30s. To put this into perspective, Coach, when Ray Leonard and Hearns fought the first time, they were essentially 23 and 25.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's get going. They've been long-time world champions. They've each stacked up some title defenses. They're both considered in the top 10 of boxing. Let's make this fight happen. First and foremost, that one.
You know what? You hit the nail right on the head, because when Leonard and Hearns fought, they were in their 20s, 23 and 25, right?
Yes. Early 20s, right? I think Leonard was a little bit older. I think he was a month or so from his 25th birthday. And I remember as a kid, I was in Seoul, Korea visiting for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And in the summer of 81, both Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard fought at the Houston Astrodome in a co-feature. Ray Leonard fought Ayub Kalule, moved up to 154, who was a pretty good fighter. He was a junior middleweight belt holder. And then Tommy Hearns looked like $1 million against a guy by the name of Pablo Baez. I think knocked him out in 3-4 rounds, and it just set the stage. And that's the first big fight as a kid that I can remember, that all the local stations out here in L.A., they covered that fight for 3-4 days. And this is how big that fight was, Coach. That fight was not on pay-per-view. It was on closed circuit, so obviously I didn't get to see it. But I'm with my family. We're watching a movie on CBS. All of a sudden, they scrolled the results with those graphics. And it's a fight update. Ray Leonard has retained his title or won the title by defeating Tommy Hearns TKO round 14. That's how big that fight was. And look, do I think that this fight is as big as that one? No, I don't. But by today's standards, it's a big fight. I don't want to hear about pay-per-view splits. I don't want to hear about who should get what. Look, I've been on record as saying I think Terence Crawford's a better fighter. I would favor him in the fight, but based on pay-per-view results, to me, and again, I'm not the accountant for either guy, Coach, I think it should be about a 60-40 split in favor of Errol Spence, or 55-45. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm Terence Crawford, I'm saying, you know what? You take the bigger half. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to be the top dog here. That's the way it should be.
Let me ask you this. Crawford is, by him being a free agent right now, and he's probably going to do things through, I don't know how his business is structured, but does that change the dynamics of things of he'll make more money now, right? Because he doesn't have to split anything with Bob Arum, right?
Well, when you're with the promoter, there's always going to be a split. But look, here's the issue that I have. When people say that Terence Crawford isn't making the money he's supposed to, I've been told by multiple sources for this fight this past weekend against Shawn Porter, which did right around the neighborhood of 175 to 200,000 buys. Mm-hmm. Coach, you have guaranteed $6 million.
Yeah.
I mean, so all the risk was taken by the promoter. And again, I'm not asking anyone to throw a gun, GoFundMe a campaign for Bob Arum. He got paid $6 million.
Yeah.
Porter got $4.
Yeah.
So there was this perception, Coach, that throughout the last 3-4 years, that Terence Crawford was only getting $1 million or $1.2 million for all of these fights with ESPN. The reality was that his guaranteed minimum since 2018, when he extended his contract, was $3.5 to $4 million. He was getting paid very well for those Benavidez fights, the fight with Kell Brooks, the fight with Igor Kavalashka. But here's the issue, though. Everything is math when it comes to pay-per-view. You gotta understand what the two main event fighters are making and the undercard, and then you gotta say, all right, how many pay-per-view buys are we gonna sell and at what price? And then with the traditional cable satellite split, they get half the money. Now the ESPN Plus deal is a little bit different. It's not quite 50-50. So if you do, let's say, a $70 pay-per-view, right? And you do 300,000 buys. The old traditional split means the promotion right there netted about $10.5 million.
Okay.
So that's the way it works. And people don't seem to understand that the cable and satellite operators, they definitely get their cut. Here's the issue that I have. If both Spence and Crawford both say, well, wait a minute, we'll do that fight, but we each want $10 million. I don't know if the math works out, because are you sure that fight does over 500,000 buys?
Yeah, I mean, you really don't know. You really don't know, man. You know what? People give Bob Arum a lot of flack, but some stuff he says kind of makes sense to me. Like, where's the money going to come from? Or he's very frugal, and I seen an interview where he talked about that. So when these promoters are, let's say someone like Al Heyman, when they are crunching the numbers, how do they determine like who gets paid what, where the money's going to go? Like, break that down to me if you can.
Well, one of the things that they do is every modern day long-term promotional contract now, because I've actually seen templates of these contracts. So if you're a guy,
call from to accept, press 1.
Damn, Steve, sorry about that, man. Steve, please call right back. Steve Kim, please call right back. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Nah, Steve, as a matter of fact, I'm going to call you right now. I'm going to call you right now. Sorry about that, guys.
3, 2.
Steve, are you back?
I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is how basically a deal is drafted. Under a long-term promotional contract, let's say Errol Spence with PBC, recently Terence Crawford, Top Rank, every fighter is basically guaranteed a minimum amount.
Okay.
In other words, whether you fight Steve Kim, Coach Malachi Williams, or Godzilla, you're going to get X amount. Let's say it's $3 million. So right off the bat, each fighter is going to get their contract minimum, but based on the difficulty of the fight. And then you have a manager that says, well, wait a minute, we want this much. Because, see, the manager also has to be able to crunch the numbers and to forecast how much is this fight worth. And if you're a manager, you have to go to that promoter and you have to come to some sort of middle ground. So, well, wait a minute, if we fight A, B, or C, or this guy, it might do 500,000 pay-per-view buys, and you do the math, and you say, well, and against that guy, we're probably worth about 70% of the split. That's one of the ways you negotiate it, but there's always a baseline contract minimum in these long-term promotional contracts. But this is where the manager and promoter coach have to work together and have knowledge of the business, and they both have to be realistic. Because what's happening is in these modern contracts, because these promoters and networks want to tie up fighters, they're actually guaranteeing these exorbitant minimums that aren't really in line with reality. And sometimes right off the bat, when I see a guy making $7-8 million and the other guy makes 3 or 4, I say to myself, that thing's going to bleed to death.
Okay.
You could just tell. Yeah. So that's the way it works. But the old days was different. What they used to do is they used to do a much lower minimum contract or minimum guarantee, but the fighters would get more of the pay-per-view upside if it reached certain numbers. And let me tell you a story. So when Marvin Hagler fought Ray Leonard, when they were negotiating the deal, Arum said to both guys, hey guys, you could take the higher guarantee or a lower minimum, and if this pay-per-view and this closed circuit blows up, you can do a lot more. And Ray Leonard actually told me about this. He laughed about it. He said, Steve, I took the guarantee of $12 million thinking, hey, I'm getting $12 million. Hagler said, you know what? I'm gonna roll the dice here. I think Hagler made nearly $20 million because that thing just absolutely blew up as a promotion.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh my God. $20 million?
For 1987. Yeah, somewhere around there. And
1987.
Let me give you another example of how this could blow up in a fighter's face. The last straw between Arum and Oscar De La Hoya in 2000, and this came up in the lawsuit. And I actually think Bob gets a bad rap. So in 1999, he fights Felix Trinidad. Oscar and Arum are negotiating what is this fight worth. Bob said to Oscar, hey, Oscar, if I pay you this much, you're guaranteed this much. But if I pay you less, we can blow up on the upside here. Oscar was advised to take the guarantee. Well, that pay-per-view went well north of $1 million. Bob Arum ended up making more money than Oscar because Oscar didn't want to roll the dice. So you better have an idea of the realistic market that takes place, or you're going to leave money on the table, or you're going to give up money. There is a game of risk here. How much do you want to gamble on yourself, Coach?
Yeah. No, you're right about that. Steve, so basically, this is what Al Heyman is going to have to do. Does he get with the networks like Showtime or Fox, and they try to, I guess maybe mitigate everything and look at it and say, okay, what do we think this fight is worth? Like, what will it take?
Yeah.
Are they going to reach out to Crawford that you know of, or?
Well, Coach, what's interesting is when at the post-fight press conference, Terence basically already said, I kind of know what I'm already going to do. I think, based on that comment, it would be incredibly naive to think that Crawford hasn't already made inroads or reached out or vice versa to the PBC. Look, I was listening to you just a couple of minutes ago when you said Crawford told Shawn Porter on his podcast that the 3 fights he wanted, well, they were all PBC guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's if you want to go fishing, you got to go to the PBC lake then. So it's pretty obvious where he's headed. So that to me is pretty obvious what's going to happen there. I hope those fights can be made up. But again, here's the issue. If you do an $80 pay-per-view, right? That's generally the price. And let's do 500,000. I tweeted about this before. That's $40 million view revenue.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have the gate. And so basically, if a casino puts up the money for a site fee, there are no ticket sales because that is the ticket sale. So let's say a casino puts up another $3-4 million. All right, so that's a little bit more money in the pot. Then you got the international rights fee, which is about $2 to $3 million, all across the world. And then you have sponsorship. That's probably another $1 million or so. Then you have merchandising, which may be a couple hundred. So that's where your base is. So we're talking about what, $45 to $46 million if it does 500,000 buys. Here's the issue. I know certain people are going to say, oh, it's a lock. It's going to do it. Coach, you punch the numbers. Look at the last 3 pay-per-view performances of each fighter.
Yeah.
They're not averaging 300,000.
Nope, they're not.
But maybe together, 2 plus 2 can equal 5. It's not just a mathematical formula. I actually believe this would be one of the biggest fights we can make. There'd be great excitement. But I will say this. It's like having a carton of milk and that expiration date is coming upon us. You better start eating a lot of Cheerios and Fruit Loops. Because it could be spoiled milk relatively. If they don't make it by next year, I think I'm going to lose interest in that fight myself, Coach. Yeah,
I think it's going to be done. I understand that both fighters have egos. For what I'm saying, Steve, on the internet, you have a bunch of fanagers. You have these fanagers, and this guy should get this and that, and I don't know who should get what. I don't care. As a fan of the sport of boxing, I'm like you. I want to see the fights, and whatever it takes to make the fights, so be it. I just want to see these guys fight each other, because the only way we're going to know who is the best in this division, they're going to have to fight each other. Period. There's nowhere around that, and you know that's how boxing works, Steve.
That's the way how it should work. And there's too many fights in the last 15 years or so we didn't get to see because of the network rivalries. Like, I always wanted to see, this is years ago, I remember writing about this, back when the Cold War of boxing between Golden Boy and Top Rank was hot heavy, it prevented a fight between 2 undefeated guys in Nonito Donaire and Abner Mares. And there's probably about 20 fights like that never took place, unfortunately. And Spence Crawford not happening, as far as I'm concerned, they should be on their 2nd or 3rd fight by now.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what is disappointing about it. And, hopefully there could be more cooperation between all the promoters and networks. But unfortunately, I'm a realist too, but I just find it interesting, and I love the way you battle these fans, that they love to play the Secret Service. They love to protect these guys and make $1 million a year. Like, God damn, it's like all the president's men. Like, you know, it's just like, do you want to watch fights or do you want to push an agenda and live vicariously and wave the foam #1 finger and the pom-pom for your fighters? It's sickening to me, Coach. It really is.
Hey, Steve, let me ask you one more question.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen in your life where fans, fans, pretty much they say cap, or they are fans and they promote promotional companies like you need to get with this company because this company is I never seen that. Like I didn't care who.
It reminds me of
who.
Coach. It reminds me of those guys that took the Death Row Bad Boy rivalry, the East Coast West Coast hip hop thing, way too seriously in the '90s. It's like, God, hey guys, buy the albums, listen to the music. Let's try not to shoot up the spot. It ain't that important.
Right.
And then as someone that covers the game, that if you don't go out there becoming a homer and saying thank Al or this guy, it's just the most ridiculous thing. I refuse to play into the game. I don't care what. Be honest about this stuff, and I think it's very damaging. And you're right. I'm just telling you, the way you battle, Coach, every day. You're like that guy who was Daniel Boone protecting the Alamo. I mean, every day you're just loading up your rifle, you're just emptying the clip. I'm like, you're a bad motherfucker. Shut my mouth.
Hey man, hey, I'm passionate about this, man, because I see what's going on online, and I'm like, dude, like, I want to see the fights. I know you guys are capping for this fighter and capping for that fighter, and you want to put them in the witness protection program, and it's simple to me. If this fighter is as good as you say he is, then you should not have a problem with him fighting the other guy who is supposed to be good as well. When you have to, well, this fighter don't need to be fighting my fighter because he has to know how to jump rope first, and how many push-ups does he know how to do? And wait a minute, he needs, he don't go to certain clubs. My fighter fly private jets. Yes, he might be flying the private jets, but he's paying for it whether he knows it or not. My fighter, he has ice. He has more Instagram followers. I don't care about that. If the fighter is as good as you say he is, I want to see this champion fight the other champion. If you're not talking about that, all this witness protection program stuff, and I feel like that's what's going on with the PBC. Some of these fighters in the witness protection program. I love Shawn Porter so much. I love that dude. You can't be a fan of the sport of boxing and not like Shawn Porter. You can't.
Right. The other thing, here's the thing that gets me is that I'm a fan. I'm a sports fan, and I take it not as seriously as I used to. But I mean, it's like I can't imagine at my age ever living that vicariously through any team or individual athlete. Like, look, Coach, the one thing that I really love outside of boxing is the Miami Hurricanes in college football. Now, Miami's having a bad year. It's kind of upset me. It's not going to ruin my life. I just want a new coach. But I don't go out there, it's not going to defeat the purpose of my life. But that's the thing that gets me. I just want to see fights. And then it is amazing to me, like, if you say that a sanctioning body should follow their rules and mandate a fight, you literally have fans defending then the sanctioning body. I'm like, wait a minute, you're the same people that say we got to get rid of the sanctioning body, and then they start playing Captain Save a sanctioning body. And I'm like, what? This is bizarre world, man.
I never heard it. Listen, I thought it was me. I said, you know what, man? Maybe Coach, maybe it's you. Maybe you are tripping. Maybe you don't understand how it works. Then the more I think about it, I said, damn, they're capping for Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC. I don't have anything personal against him. They're capping for the PBC. Right. Call Al. They may cap for Bob Arum or whoever. I don't care. Listen, I'm not into the promoters. I know they're powerful, they're rich. I get that. I understand that. But in order for us to see the fights that we want to see, it's like these fans, some of these fans and these fanboys, they put barriers up. They make an argument for why their fighter is the best in the world, but then they put barriers up for why their fighter should not fight the other best in the world. I don't understand that.
Coach, let me give you an example. I'm a big Jaime Munguia fan. I've been watching him for years, back when he was in Mexico under Zanfer, when he fought on Telemundo or whatever Spanish network that was. I dubbed him a few years ago, Brown Baby Jesus. I think he's an exciting fighter. He's getting better under Eric Morales. Now, I'm a fan of his. I'm one of his biggest fans in the media. However, I got to be fair about this. He's been number one in the WBO since he moved up to 160 for quite a while now. And after this last fight, I said, look, if he's number one, the WBO needs to say, we don't care if you don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. You're number one. Either piss or get off the pot. And then people are arguing with me, well, Andrade's boring. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? My God. I mean, I didn't think about that. We are literally telling fighters, well, we're only going to let you take fights that you want to take. What world are we living in? And I will give Janabek credit, the middleweight that fought on the undercard on Saturday. He's number 2.
Right.
He fought Endam. I still think he has some rough edges, but he's very talented. I see him at the gym when I work out at Buddy McGirt's Blue Moon Boxing. And after the fight, his manager, Egis Klimas, best known for Sergey Kovalev and Vasyl Lomachenko, they are petitioning the WBO to say, you know what? If Munguia doesn't want Andrade, we're going to raise our hand. We want it. I spoke to Buddy today, and I said, Buddy, you're the trainer. You're the one who sees your kid in the gym every day. What do you think? Do you want to he goes, no, I'm aboard. Buddy said, Steve, we have to take a chance here. I like my guy, and I truly believe that my guy will get better if he faces a top-level fighter. I respect that. Don't care if they win, don't care if they lose. But, Coach, that's the way it should work.
But the matchmaking, and I get it. I understand what Leonard and Floyd is doing with Tank, and I notice how other companies, how they do things. I get the matchmaking. I understand how important that is. But at some point in time, like Jaime Munguia, I believe that he's a phenomenal fighter. But at some point in time, he's going to have to fight a champion. Period. It's right. Especially if it's there for him to take. I don't. So I would love to see him fight Andrade. I get it. A lot of people don't like Andrade. His style is boring. We don't like him. What does that have to do with fighting him to win his belt?
He's a champion. Bottom line, and look, I need to stop bringing this up. He could have fought Charlo 7 years ago, but he ended up going to Rock Nation and really put a damper on the score. You know what? That is so far in the past, and there comes a point where, as a young challenger, winning your first or any world title should be difficult.
Right.
That's a value in being a world champion. This is what, like, me and you are big Marvin Hagler guys. I love Marvin Hagler. And let me just tell you something. The big, bald-headed monster in the sky is probably shaking his head right now and saying, you know what? I was avoided for 4.5 years. I had to go through Philadelphia and take on Cyclone Hart, Boogaloo Watts, Willie Monroe. I got robbed against Vito Antuofermo. Then had to take 4 more fights to finally win a title. And these guys are literally saying, I'm number one, but I don't want to enforce my mandatory. Give me a damn break.
Steve,
he's probably rolling over in his grave.
Steve, you know what tripped me out? I say Hagler, I think it was either his 49th fight or 50th fight was when he got a shot at the title.
Yeah, and it's interesting. After he got robbed against Antuofermo, because he won that fight, he took 4 more fights, like smaller fights, just to stay busy in the New England area. Then he butchered Tony Simpson, and he had to go on the road. He had to go to England. Yep. I mean, I look at Hagler, and that's the hardest man. The thing I like about Hagler, you brought this up on Wednesday, and I was listening. You talked about how the government had to get involved. I've talked to Aaron about this. I've written about it. What happened was he was basically the best middleweight in the world by the late 70s. No one was giving him a shot. Don King was shutting him out. Yep. He didn't have any contact, loyal to the Petronellis. So what happened was, one day, Bob Arum, who had some control of the middleweight division, got a letter from 2 old politicians that are very famous, Senator Ted Kennedy of Massachusetts and the Speaker of the House, Tip O'Neill. Okay? Yeah. And basically, they wrote a letter, and they said, Mr. Arum, we respect what you've done in the boxing business. You're a man of great influence. However, our constituent from Massachusetts, Marvelous Marvin Nathaniel Hagler, is not getting his just reward. We believe he deserves a shot. We believe you can facilitate it. And if you don't, we're probably going to start to investigate the whole boxing business, beginning with you. And Bob Arum said to me, I said, what the hell? I don't need this shit. Okay, I'll take him on. So then what happened was Bob had a show, I think, in Italy, because Anna Firmo fought a title defense. Marvin was on the undercard. Here's the interesting thing about that relationship, what type of man Marvin Hagler was. They had about 17 fights together.
Right.
He had his original promoter name was Rich Valente, I believe. Bob and Marvin, throughout all those years, when they started making astronomical money, they never had a signed contract. Marvin's word was his bond. He'd shake hands, and he'd walk out the office, and then he'd just come back in again. And the upshot to this story is that loyalty has to go both ways. There's a great story that when Ray Leonard's advisor, his name was Mike Trainer, very, very astute guy. He was his lawyer. Ray Leonard was basically the original Canelo. He would bounce around, he'd be a free agent, and they would take offers. Mike Trainer and Leonard said to Hagler, okay, we're going to pay you X, Y, Z, or this. You're going to finally get the fight with Ray Leonard. But they said there's one stipulation. We don't want Bob Arum as the promoter. And Marvin Hagler says, what? What do you mean? Because I've done good with Bob. Bob's good. I trust Bob. And they said, well, you're going to really do this fight without Bob. He said, yeah. He goes, either you have Bob Arum as the promoter or there's not going to be a fight. So Ray Leonard and Mike basically told Bob, okay, Bob, you're the promoter. You're putting up the money here. And that's how that fight came about.
Wow. I didn't even know that. Damn. I didn't even know that. Damn. Thank you so much, Steve, for letting me know that.
And one last thing, and this is the type of man Hagler was, why I have so much respect for him. So Hagler was going to retire after the Mugabe fight. It was a very tough fight. He had kind of said, okay, you know what? I've done this enough. I've beaten Hearns. I've been so disciplined. I kind of want to live a fun lifestyle. So he had basically retired after the Mugabe fight. It was March of 1986. Mm-hmm. And so one of the Petronelli brothers, or both of them, go up to New England along with Bob Arum to try to talk Hagler into doing one last fight as the Ray Leonard thing was being negotiated. And basically the Petronelli brothers, who got 33% as a trainer and manager and all that other stuff, they said to Marvin that, hey, Marvin, if it's about the money and all that other stuff, we're going to cut our percentage. We'll take less money because we believe that you should make this money. And Bob Arum told me, there's a famous story, that Hagler slammed his fist on the table and said, you MFers, if you ever make that offer again, you're fired. That's an insult to our relationship. This is not what this is about. And then he finally said, okay, when I fight that asshole, you're going to get your 33%. I don't want to hear another word about it. And the deal got moved. He was a different guy, Hagler. They don't make him like him anymore, man. I'm telling you.
Wow, man, this is classic. Damn. You know, I was a fanboy of Hagler, man.
Yeah,
I just post on the wall right now. I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he is a fighter. When in the Webster's dictionary, when they say fighter, it should be like a picture of Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
Seriously, that's what I believe. I believe that just his mentality, and he treated people well. He was a very respectful individual, hard-nosed guy. But Hagler's the first fighter. I think we're about the same age. I may be a little older than you, Coach, but he's the first fighter that I really looked up to. I can honestly tell you. He was the first fighter that I made sure that when he fought, I couldn't watch it live, but I'd always watch the replay. To me, he embodied what a man is.
Yeah. I don't see any of that in some of these fighters now, like in the middleweight division, you know, from the Charlo. I don't see it in any of these guys. I just don't, man. They rich now. We ride private jets. You know, we have ice. You know, we have big chains. We got a big entourage. And I'm like, dude, this is very weird for me in 2021. It's weird for me. So I'm gonna fight the good fight, though.
Yes, look, I gotta get going here. I'm gonna listen to the rest of the show. Coach, thank you for the time, man. I really appreciate all you do.
All right, thank you so much, Steve. Let's give Steve Kim a round of applause, everybody. Phone lines are open, guys. That was brother Steve Kim. I think he used to work for ESPN. I don't know if he's still there, but Steve Kim is one of the best in the business, one of the best to ever do it and get away with it, to be honest with you. He's one of the best in the business, man. And I really appreciate the fact that he watches the show and listens to the show. I really appreciate it. So, that's huge. That's massive. And he has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the sport of boxing. I like talking to people who I like talking to people, guys, who know more about the sport of boxing than I do. I like talking to people who know more about the sport of boxing than I do. So that really helps us a lot. Hold on, we got another call. Phone lines are open, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's up? This is Al from Philly.
Al, what's going on?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
All right. So, I missed the part. He said something about Spence supposed to get 60 and Crawford is supposed to get 40. Is that what Steve said?
No. He didn't say that's what they supposed to get. He was just saying that even if that's the case, well, Spence gets 60 and 40, and he was saying that basically that I don't want to misquote what he's saying, but he's saying because of the numbers, because Spence have done he has done the better pay-per-view numbers, that's probably how it should go. Crawford ain't going for that. I can tell you that right now. He's not going for that.
And he shouldn't. He shouldn't. Because you know what's crazy? That the knockout of Shawn Porter just promoted the Spence Crawford fight.
Right.
That they're going to do, both of them going to do more numbers than they ever did in their careers.
Right.
I don't see what the holdup is. I don't understand the whole financial thing of boxing, and I think that's messing it up for the fans because it's over my head. Because all I see is two guys in the ring and millions of dollars invested. How there's not enough money to go around is beyond me. I see basketball players, basketball teams fill up the whole arena, the same arenas that boxers fill up, and everybody on the team and the coaches seem to get paid, and the owners. But it's a boxer, his promoter, and his trainer and his training staff, and there's not enough money to go around. I'm confused by that.
Yeah, I mean, as this brother said right here, man, with King Cobra, he said yesterday's price is not today's price. Fat Joe did say that on the verses. He did say that. But yeah, it's going to be up to right now. As I said before, it was Al Heyman. No, Bob Arum was the reason why the fight didn't happen. He's with wrong side of the street. Guess what? The street has been removed. And Bob Arum is no longer in the equation. What is the excuse now?
Yeah, it's like there's going to be new boxers coming up every year. So if Spence is not the guy, get another guy.
Right.
But just make the fight, keep the game going for the fan, to keep the fan invested, because we are more important than all these little stupid games.
Yeah.
If Spence loses to Crawford, Spence still got other fights he can make money off.
Yeah.
It's just that let's see the fight.
Right.
I think Al Heyman, and this is my last comment though, I just think Al Heyman is bad for boxing. Because ever since he got in the game, now everybody hates Don King, but at least Don King made the fights he wanted to see.
Yeah, he did. Don King did make the fights. He did make the fights. Hey, but listen, Al, man, I really appreciate you calling in, my brother.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yes, sir. Hold on. We got another call coming in, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Batman Boxing Talk. What's up, Coach?
Batman Boxing Talk. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. I'm just calling because, man, if neither one of these guys budge, man, I don't think we're gonna get that fight, man. They're gonna have to figure something out, man. If Bud don't want to take a 60-40 split, or Earl feel like, he done more when it comes to pay-per-views and he don't want to take a 50-50 split, I think that could be the thing that stops us from getting this fight. What you think?
I think that everything is on Al Heyman now. That's an Al Heyman problem. Al Heyman controls his fighters. It doesn't matter what Errol Spence wants. What matters is what Al Heyman wants. So if Al Heyman want to make this fight, Al Heyman tell Errol Spence. He tell all of his fighters. He control all of his fighters. Look, this is what it's gonna be. You're gonna fight this guy on this date. This is how much you're gonna get paid, and that's what it's going to be. I'm not listening to what anyone says on social media, from whether they fans or fanboys of Crawford or Errol Spence. It's gonna boil down to what Al Heyman is willing to pay. Al is going to tell Errol, hey, this is the fight that's going to be next. This is what it's going to be. Period. Al is the guy. They don't have to deal with Bob Arum anymore. And that is the ball is in Al Heyman's court. As far as I'm concerned, the ball is in Al Heyman's court.
Let me ask you this though, Coach. You don't think that because Errol Spence is his fighter that he would push for that 60-40 split if Terence Crawford doesn't sign with PBC?
I think Al Heyman is going to do what's best for the company. I think he's going to look at it and say, okay, I really want this guy over here. This guy said that he wants to fight 3 fighters, and the 3 fighters that he want to fight are PBC fighters. So if he may try to say, Crawford, hey, look, I want to do a 3-fight deal with you. He may say, Crawford may say, no, I want to fight on a I want to fight on a 1 fight at a time basis. Kind of like how Marvin Hagler used to fight and Canelo's fighting now. Sugar Ray Leonard used to fight Hearns, kind of like how they did. So, and I think that's the best. I think that's the best route for any fighter, even Errol Spence or any fighter. I know he's locked in with PBC, so he really can't do anything right now. But I think that's the best for any fighter. So I think Crawford should just 1 fight. Let's see how that works out. And then, bam, okay, we'll do another one, and then we'll do another one. I think that's what I think, or whatever Al Heyman can work out. But it's on Al. It's called Al right now. Everything is on Al Heyman now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
My only thing with that, Coach, is I think because Canelo brings so much to the table when it comes to money and the pay-per-views and all that stuff, I think the ball was kind of in Canelo's court, whereas Crawford, not so much as far as pay-per-views and gates and stuff is concerned. But I don't know if he's going to have that leverage that Canelo had when it comes to negotiating whether it's a 3-fight deal or a 1-fight deal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, but the thing is, there's levels to this, right? Canelo is like at the. Well, I don't even want to talk about Canelo. Canelo on some other shit. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this. But but the lower tier fighters like the Spences and the Crawfords and the Tank Davises, the lower tier fighters, they can do the same thing, but within the realm of reality. Meaning, hey man, listen, this is more realistic. This is what makes financial sense. We can negotiate this, but as long as you're not asking for Canelo astronomical type money, we're good. I think it's business. At the end of the day, Al Heyman is a businessman. He's going to do what makes sense. And I think that he can pull it off. I'm going to put faith in Al Heyman, even though I talk a lot of shit about Al Heyman. I'm going to put faith in him. You guys always say, call Al the man. Okay, we're going to put Al Heyman feet to the fire. He is the ball is in his court. I don't want to hear that Bob Arum shit anymore. I don't want to hear the other side of the street. I don't want to hear Top Rank. This is 100% Al Heyman now, and if this fight don't happen, we got to look at Al Heyman. Now, I'm not, because some of these guys, they cap for Al Heyman and they talk shit about Bob, and I look at Bob and Al Heyman is one and the same. You know what I mean? But all Bob is out of the way.
Eddie, Bob, all of them.
Bob is out of the way, so Eddie, bam. Yep. So but Errol Spence is going to do whatever Bob Al Heyman tells him to do.
Right. The only reason why I brought that up, Coach, is because I remember reading something where when Wilder made the Fury fight, he demanded that Fury got 50% of the percentage. So that's the only reason why I was saying, like, do you think that's something that they both gonna have to budge on? I feel like if Earl got any say, he gonna push for 60-40, and I feel like Bud gonna push for 50-50. And I just feel like it's gonna be on both of them to come and say, man, look, we're trying to make this fight, man. Let's make this fight the best way we can, and let's both benefit from it. I think it's going to be both on both of them to stand up and be men if they really want this fight. So that's all I'm saying. But Coach, I appreciate your time as always, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
I'm tuning back in. I'm getting back in the chat.
All right, thank you so much, man. Salute to my brother Batman Boston Talk, man. The boys out there in DC. Again, guys, like Batman is right. I don't care how it works out. Bottom line, it's in Al Heyman's court. It's Al Heyman's job to figure out how to make it work. If that's going to be his job now, it's going to be his job to figure out who gonna get what, such and such, right? That ain't my job. That ain't my job to figure that out. That ain't none of you guys' job to figure it out. We let him do it. It's on Al now, right? It's on Al. So Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rhode Island, Coach. Bruce Goes, what's happening?
Bruce, what's going on, baby? Bruce. Bruce goes in the building. Hey, man. Hey, hold on. We got the OG, double OG, Bruce in the building. Let's give him a round of applause. Go ahead, Bruce. Talk to me.
Appreciate it from the heart, brother. Hey, man, I'm with you. This fight has to be made now. And like Steve was saying, this is the Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fight of our generation, man. This is the elite welterweights. There's absolutely how Hagler and Leonard, there's ways to make fights. Leonard took the guaranteed money. Hagler took the gamble, made out better. I mean, there's ways around the 40-60. The fight can be made. And like you said, how much do you want to gamble on yourself? Right. These are the best welterweights in the world right now. Both of them think they're going to kick each other's ass. The fans demand this. And like you said, man, where in any other sport do you choose your opponent besides boxing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. It's just so much, man. Oh, it's just so much. But I want to be optimistic. Keith Thurman is coming back next year. Bob Arum is not the obstacle anymore. So I'm putting all of the pressure on Al Heyman. If he's supposed to be this powerful, magical, he takes care of everybody, Santa Claus that of the sport of boxing that they say he is, he's supposed to be this financial genius. He helped make Floyd Mayweather make hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, I'm gonna give you all of that. Let's see his magical, ass, all powerful ass make this fight happen. Bob Arum's not in the way, so that's all I'm saying. That we need to see that fight. He need to make that fight happen. And I don't want to hear no blame Bud. Bob Arum ain't in the way. No, you said the reason why the fight didn't happen because of Bob Arum and Crawford was on the wrong side of the street. The street has been removed. Bob Arum is not in the way. Now what's the problem? That's it.
And brother, I also don't think we should stop talking about this fight till it's made too. Last time we let it slide by, because of the money arguments and there was all kind of baloney thrown in there. See, this time I don't think we should let that fight slide by. Like the brother was saying, Hearns and Leonard, they were closer to 25 when they fought. These cats are closer to 35. There is no time to wait. There's no time to marinate this fight, bro. This has got to be the next fight. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know it's down to 3 minutes. I'm already down to 149 over here, bro. So I'm going to let you go, man. Peace to you. Peace to the family out there. Just a pleasure talking to you, my brother. Everybody have a great holiday, man. Don't eat too much, man. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that lean mass, brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you so much. Shout out to my brother Bruce Goes out there in Rhode Island, man. Shout out to Bruce Goes out there in Rhode Island, man. Phone lines are open, man. 530-494-9636. If you're new to the channel, guys, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on, read the list, guys, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Acast, Stitcher, TuneIn, Pocket Cast, Deezer, Breaker, and Amazon Music. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for everybody who's listening to it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Let's go to the chat. Ronald Finkley says, shout out to Camboso's daddy. Smack game crazy. Hey, you know what, man? Bro, listen. Hey, Ron, this Teofimo Lopez, Teo Sr. is a clown. This dude is a clown. She said, why is Thurman coming back? But if he should fight Porter first. Yeah, Porter retired though. Porter retired, Kelly. This dude, Teofimo Sr. is a clown. I saw the little video. He going around walking in, Ken Bosa's gym. I think they're doing that for promotional purposes only. They're trying to get some kind of buzz for the fight. That's what it kind of looked like to me. It kind of looked like, to be honest with you, that's what I think it was. Teofimo dad is a clown. Senior is a clown. He's trying to. Oh, wait a minute. We got a new caller coming in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is your partner, man, from Los Angeles, California, homeboy.
Oh, Sean, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? I had to test your phone link, Coach. Hadn't called you. Hadn't called you on the phone link yet.
Yeah, man. Break yourself, fool. Break yourself.
Hey, man. Steve Kim dropped some knowledge on you, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, man. He did. Steve Kim dropped some gems today, man. Man, that dude.
Yeah, he dropped some knowledge, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Hagler forced the Petronelli brothers to take that money. That shows you the type of man he was.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Marvin.
Yeah, rest in peace to the RIP, man, to the marvelous one, man. RIP to the marvelous one. For sure, man.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, we all know what's happening, man. This fight has to happen. It has to happen. It should happen next, but it probably won't.
It probably won't. Yeah.
And you hit the nail right on the head, brother, when you said that Errol Spence is going to do whatever Al tells him to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period, point blank.
Yeah, point blank. All that shit sound. Listen, I get it. I understand that you have people who like to run interference for certain fighters. Fact of the matter is, they say call Al for a reason.
Exactly.
Al Heyman controls every fighter that's with the PBC. They can't do nothing without Al Heyman's permission. They can't take a piss. They can't drive. They can't do anything without Al Heyman's permission. Al Heyman is the one that's going to dictate everything. Listen, I know what you said on social media. I know you say you big fish. I know Charlo got his chains and all that stuff there. Listen, this is what it's going to be, boy. You're going to fight. This is what you're going to get paid. This is what it's going to be. We need to make this fight happen. We need to get this dude over here. Anyways, you see what I'm saying? And this is the trajectory that we see that our company is going to make by making this move. And that is what it is. That's how it's going to go down. That's how
exactly.
It's going to go down.
Like my man Big Red said, my office hours are from 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Yeah, Big
Red. Do what that man tell me to do.
Yeah,
you know, me and you both, we did our research on the contract, so we already know what's happening.
Yeah,
you know, they can sell out. They can sell that shit to somebody else, but they can't sell it to us.
I mean,
you know the real deal.
I mean, it sounds good from an ego standpoint, and I'm a champion from my fighter standpoint. But the fact of the matter is, we know that the promoter's supposed to work for the fighter or the financial advisors or whatever you want to call it, manager, supposed to work for the fighter. But in the sport of boxing, you know, these guys who are power brokers, you know, the fighter end up some way, form, or fashion working for them because they have to do what they're told. Period. Anytime you have to do what you're told, that means you have a boss and you can't do what you want to do. Period. That's it. And it is what it is. Yeah.
Kind of sound like the Don King playbook, huh?
Yeah, it is the Don King playbook. It's the Don King playbook. That's all it is. It's the Don King playbook. So, you know, whatever Al say, man, that's what's going to happen. I think Al Heyman can make this fight happen. He can make it happen. He can make it happen.
Yeah, he can make it happen. He's going to make it happen because it's in the best interest of Al Heyman.
It's in the best interest of Al
Heyman. These New Age fans don't get. These New Age fans understand that Al Heyman's going to do what's in the best interest of Al Heyman.
Right.
Now, if you happen to make a few dollars while I'm doing that, that's cool. If you don't, you don't. But I'm going to do what's best for me and my company because I got to answer to these investors that gave me the money to start this shit.
Yeah,
I didn't have no $500 million. They did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. What's the name? Waddell and Reed. Waddell and Reed had the $500 million who put it up to my hedge fund, right? And they got bought out by a Chinese company that's established in Australia. They got bought. Waddell and Reed got bought out. So, you know, but all of this is above both of our pay grade. We just want to see the fight.
Yes, sir. Way above my pay grade. I just want to see the fight.
I know that irregardless of what YouTube channel says or what the fighter says online, irregardless of what that fighter who is under contract for a promotional company or a managerial company or a financial advisor company, irregardless of what that fighter says, he is going to do whatever the hell that the owner of that company is going to tell him to do. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody said. That's how that shit works.
Ain't that like any other job?
Yeah, just like any other job. Look here, boy. Sign that contract.
Signs the check.
Look here, boy.
They make the rules.
Look here, boy. Sign that contract. We want you to fight 2 times this year. You're gonna fight 2 times. This first fight, you might fight 1 time because 1 time coming back, and then after 1 time, you're gonna fight this boy right here because we need him over here because this is gonna be in the financial interest of our company. This is what it's gonna be. Okay, Al. This is what it's gonna be, and that's what it's gonna be. Whether it's Wilder, whether it's the Charlos, whether it's Tank, or was Tank with TMT. But well, you get what I'm saying. The fighters are going to do what they're told. Period.
Exactly.
Period. Bottom line. That's it. That's how it works, guys. But so
for the fans, I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm getting ready for work. I'm gonna get off the phone, but I want to tell you this for the Pats fans, the people in the chat. Like, listen, if you have any reservations about Kenny Porter throwing the fight or Shawn doing something shaggy, I want you to go back and slow that 10th round down and look at them shots. If you look at them shots, you'll understand why Kenny Porter stopped that fight. But I'm going, Coach. I got to get ready for work. You know how we do, man. I'm going to holler at you soon.
Yeah, man.
Keep doing what you do, man. You're doing a wonderful thing, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Shelton Moore, man. Shout out to my brother, Shelton, man. Phone lines are open, guys. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy, man. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast right now today, man. Listen, man, again, I'm going to keep that same energy, right? I'm going to keep the same energy. You know, right now, the ball is in Al Heyman's court. Don't pay attention to anything Errol Spence or any fighter says online. Al Heyman run that ship over there. He run the PBC ship, and these guys are going to do what they tell him to do, right? So I'm putting it on Al. Call Al. He is the guy that's going to have to make this fight happen, period. And if it don't happen, maybe he feel like that he don't want it to happen right now. But what we're going to do, we're going to keep that same goddamn energy. Same way y'all kept the foot on Bob's neck, we're going to keep that foot on Al Heyman neck now. It is what it is. I ain't capping for none of these dudes. I can't do it. I'm not capping for none of these executives or none of that. We can't do that. Steven 47 says Spence, Thurman, Crawford, Ugas would be a good. Then the winner of those can face off for undisputed. No, just all Crawford said he wants to fight Spence, Thurman, and Ugas. So those three fights are what the PBC. Those are the PBC fighters. You know what I mean? So he's going to have to go across the street in order to do that. But it's going to come with a price. So Al Heyman going to have to make that happen. Period. He said, Coach, heard you going to the Tank fight. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to the Tank fight. Not going to the Tank fight. Caesar, let me see something. Wait a minute. I just thought about something. Caesar, I think you have a bet for $100 on whether Terence Crawford was going to leave Top Rank or not? I want to see. Hold on. I just thought about it. And I told you he was leaving. Told you he was leaving, and I told you he was leaving. And I've been knowing this for 6 months. I've been knowing this for 6 months that Crawford is leaving. And he left. And he left. And he left. As a matter of fact, I had a receipt too. I keep the receipts. Chinese Yoda haven't paid me on the bet that he lost. All right. Yeah, everybody paid, but let me see. Yep. Yeah, we do. We have it. No, not for the fight. You said that we betted $100 that Crawford was leaving Top Rank, and you said that he wasn't, and I told you he was. Yeah. You say if he was going to sign back with Top Rank, he didn't. You're right. He did not sign back with Top Rank. He left. So it'll be up to you. The Cash App is $ New Media Today USA. The Cash App is $New Media Today USA. That's it. But yeah, let's see. Kelly. Hold on, Kelly. What she said? She said, "Damn, damn about what?" Caesar says, "Yeah, I got you, Coach. All right, okay, all right." Let's see. Rhonda Finkley said you got one. That Rhonda Finkley. Bless 365. The Queen says, "Yep. If he was leaving, stay playing. Stop playing, Caesar." Yeah. He said he got me. So we're gonna see what's up. He say, Coach, you got the receipts, run that cheese. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is this, bro. I don't want no more damn excuses. Now, I am happy that Keith Thurman is coming back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy that Keith Thurman is coming back. I like Keith Thurman. You see what I'm saying? I like to hear Keith Thurman talking trash. I love to hear that. Hey, hold on, we got another call coming in, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? This is Arthur Hawkins from Maryland.
Arthur, what's going on, bro?
Hey, too much. Just wanted to shout you out. Good work on just staying true to boxing, man. Don't be just liking. I'm with you on that. I love boxing. I just don't want any one boxer, man. Just keep focused on liking boxing, so everybody can appreciate the sport for what it is.
Mm.
And I do want to say I got Brandon Figueroa for the stoppage this weekend.
Yeah, that's
and I want to
and we got some good fights.
Tell you, yes, sir, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Good one. But Brandon Figueroa is gonna stop that guy. I just don't see that Fulton going 12 with Figueroa. That boy is relentless. But anyway, great show, and I want to tell you happy Thanksgiving to you and your fam. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody on the show that's listening. And a special one, shout out to the beautiful lady Shan. Happy Thanksgiving to the beautiful lady Shan. I'm out, Coach.
All right, Arthur, man. Thank you so much, brother, for calling in. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins, man. Wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving as well as Lady Shan as well. You know what, man? Let me tell you something, guys. I know I was laughing at Keith Thurman. I like Keith Thurman. I like him. You know, I would love to just have a debate with Keith Thurman. Because I talk a lot of shit, he talk a lot of shit. I talk slick, he talk slick. And both of us are pretty much from the same city, with the same area. I'm older than Keith, of course. I'm 47. He's like 33. But, just to sit back and have a tongue wrestling contest. He talk slick, I talk slick. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. Hey, and we'll laugh about it and whatever. But I'm happy, with Keith Thurman, I just don't know. I don't know what to believe with him, because when he came back last time, this is going to be my get back fight. He fought Josecito. As a matter of fact, let's go right here, guys. Let's pull up Keith Thurman. He said he fought Josecito Lopez, and then after that, he fought Manny Pacquiao. Then we didn't see him anymore. So I miss. It's like, because Errol Spence and Crawford, they not really no talkers. Errol Spence and Crawford, both of them are really kind of boring. And both guys are phenomenal fighters, but the oratorical skills is not there. You know what I mean, for both of these fights. But for Keith Thurman can talk. One time, Keith Thurman. Oh, one time he said two Florida boys. That one time Keith Thurman. That one time Keith Thurman, man. Let's see. Manny Pacquiao. He fought Manny Pacquiao July 20 of 2019. Then he fought Josecito Lopez January 19, 2019. Okay, so we had two fights there. And then he fought one time in 2017. He fought one time in 2016. He fought twice in 2015. So in the past 5 years, Keith Thurman has fought 1, 2, 3, 4. He's fought 4 times in the past 5 years, from 2016 to 2016 to 2021. This is 21 right now. He's only fought 5 times. So twice in 19. Yeah, so right now, man, to have Keith Thurman come back, be, even for entertainment purposes only. Even for entertainment purposes only, right? Just to hear Keith talk trash. Just to hear, just kind of love. And I think that's why I kind of fell out with Keith Thurman too. I kind of fell out with him because I'm like, man, dog, you leaving us high and dry and stuff like that. Kelly says no. Hey, I'm saying though. Hey, Kelly, we gotta love Keith Thurman now. Now, Of course. Now, what I say don't matter. I don't think that he should be able to just come right in after. As a matter of fact, hold on, Kelly. Let's do this. Let's see what Keith Thurman is ranked at. Fuck, he's ranked. Let me see. Is he ranked? Let's go to. We'll do box rank. Is Keith Thurman ranked anywhere? Because when you be inactive for so long, let me see something. Let me see something. When you see what I'm saying? When you be inactive for so long, welterweight. Let's see. And let's go. You said, hold on. Is Keith Thurman? Let's go here, guys. Let's go here. Is Keith Thurman ranked anywhere? Let me see. Now this is BoxRec. This is BoxRec, guys. BoxRec has, and this is the welterweight division, as you can see. I have welterweight right here. Kelly, what she say? What she say? She said I used to like him, but he left and retired and didn't tell us. Yeah, I know, man. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Here you go. Been inactive since 2016. No. He's been inactive since 2019. He hasn't fought in 2.5 years. If you're new to the channel, guys, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Now, BoxRec, because of they've always had Errol Spence as the #1 welterweight, right? But since Crawford stopped Shawn Porter, they moved him as #1. So BoxRec has Crawford #1 at the welterweight division. Then they have Spence, Ugas, Danny. I don't know why they have Danny Garcia here. Danny Garcia says he's moving up to 54. Abel Ramos, Vergil Ortiz Jr. is ranked #6. Josecito Lopez 7. Mikey Garcia. I don't know why Mikey Garcia here. Mike Garcia is, David Avanesian. That's a bad boy. Jaron Ennis. They got Boots on #10 in the world. And they got Adrian Broner. Why do they have Adrian Broner here? Like, why is Broner here? Broner is not even a welterweight. He doesn't even fight at welterweight. He doesn't even fight at welterweight. You see what I'm saying? Like, why do they have Keith Thurman, well, not Keith Thurman, Adrian Broner here? We're gonna talk about the fights. We're gonna talk about those other fights as well. Listen, but you hear what I'm saying though, guys. They don't even have Keith Thurman in the top 25 anywhere. Let's go to the sanctioning bodies. I'm like, but because he's with the PBC, Keith Thurman more than likely will be able to get the fight. You know what, man? I think he's gonna fight. Now that I think about it, guys, I think Keith Thurman's first fight back is gonna be Errol Spence. I really believe that. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear that news. If we hear that news, I would not be surprised if we hear that news. Because Errol Spence says he has a big fight coming back. Oh, I'll be damned. Look, hold on. Let me show you something. I'll be damned. Ta-da. Look at this shit here. Look at this here. As James Brown would say, look at here. Look at here. Or look at him. You know what I mean? That's how we say it down here in Florida. We some country ass niggas. James Brown was from I think he was from South Carolina, then he moved to Georgia. Look who they have right here, #4. Well. Keith one-time Thurman. BoxRec, right? Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman. How in the hell is Keith Thurman ranked #4 in the welterweight division when he has not had a fight in 2.5 years? I told you guys about these sanctioning bodies. I told you how this shit works. Look here, baby boy. Mauricio Suleiman. Wink, wink. Look here. Check this out. I got my fighter. He coming back. He going to be fighting next year. You see what I'm saying? Well, now, what I need to do is I need to put him in the ring with Errol Spence, baby boy. You feel me, baby boy? So in order for me to justify that on paper, because I don't want to hear the crowd and the audience bitch and moan and say, how is this guy able to skip everyone else and get a fight with Errol Spence? What I need you to do, baby boy, here go a couple of dollars. Wet your palm a little bit. Go take the wife out, for dinner, whatever the case may be. Here goes some money for the kids, for the children. Here goes some Christmas money for the children. Here go a little something on Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? I need you to go ahead, wet your beak, put Keith Thurman up there at #4. You feel me? And make that happen for me, baby boy. He's ahead of Jaron Ennis, and he hasn't fought in 2.5 years. Now, I'm not knocking Keith Thurman. I'm happy, but I'm telling y'all what the play is. I'm telling y'all what the play is. Here you go right here. I'm telling y'all what the play is. He's ranked number 4 right here. As a matter of fact, let's do this. You guys can't see the bottom, right? You can't see the bottom. There you go right there. He's ranked number 4. This how this work. I know how this shit work. Look here, Mauricio. Here you go, baby boy. Allegedly, we gotta listen. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We gotta say allegedly. Allegedly, look here go a couple dollars. Christmas for the grandkids. You know what I mean? Buy the churn something. Take care of the churn. You know what I mean? Here you go. I need you to put Keith one time there because I'm gonna have him fight Errol Spence next year. I'm pretty sure. Caesar says because he used to hold that belt before he got stripped. Hey, no, we don't have any actual facts on that. Fact of the matter is he's been gone for 2.5 years. He's been gone for 2.5 years. Oh yeah, he lost. So what are we comparing? He needs to fight Porter first. No, Kelly, he can't fight Porter. Porter is retired. Keith don't need that smoke unless y'all want to see him effed up. No, Keith is Shawn Porter's retired. Shawn Porter's retired. That's not going to happen. They full of it. Okay. Yeah, I know he got stripped of the WBC belt because of inactivity, but I'm saying because he's been inactive for 2.5 years, how do you be ranked number 4 after being inactive for 2.5 years? You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, there's nothing that, there's nothing that you can tell me to say that. How is he still how is he ranked number 4 in the WBC and he has not been fighting in 2.5 years? So, I mean, it doesn't, I know the game. Though. I know how the game goes. I know how the game, I get it. I know how the game goes. So anyways, Keith Thurman is ranked number 4. He's ranked number 4. So it is what it is, right? I know the game. Cesar Castro, I know you don't know. You don't know. So I know how the game goes. I know how the game goes. I know it. So anyways, box rec. Okay, we got my main man Keith Thurman over there. Let's go to the WB. Let's see. I think Errol Spence has the IBF as well. I think he has the IBF as well. Let's see. Now, I don't think Spence have any mandatories that they're going to make him fight right now, so he doesn't have anything to worry about with that. Let's see. Submit. Okay, so they just got Keith in one sanctioning body. Over here you have of course Errol Spence is the WBC champ as well as the IBF champ, Errol Spence Jr. Then you have Ugas as the WBA champ and Crawford is the WBO champ. Two of these guys are on the same side of the street. And this guy's number 1. This guy has been sitting waiting. This guy right here, guys. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's been the number 1 mandatory to fight Errol Spence in the IBF for a couple of years now. He's just been sitting there. They haven't enforced it. Porter has retired, so we don't have to worry about him. So Jaron Ennis or Vergil Ortiz should be moving up because Shawn Porter has retired. More than likely, these two are going to be moving up to the number 2 spots. They're going to be pushing up on his IBF belt soon, right? Keith Thurman is not here. He's not here. So Caesar said check the WBA. There's no need to check the WBA. Errol Spence doesn't have a WBA belt. He doesn't have a WBA belt, but let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check it out. Let's see. WBA boxing. Let's go to welterweight, guys. Let's go to welterweight and see what they have here. I'm telling y'all how this shit works. See, this kills. So Caesar said that he said the WBA should have Keith Thurman ranked 2 because he was their champion. See, this is why I know I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff with the sanctioning bodies. You're saying that the reason why Keith Thurman is ranked and with the WBC is because he had their belt before he did not lose it. I know for a fact that's not true. That's not how this works with the sanctioning bodies. And I'm gonna prove it to you. If I use that logic, if I use your logic, right? If I use your logic, my brother, Keith Thurman would be here. This is the WBA website, guys. As you can see, World Boxing Association, right? We are where we at the welterweight. They have the WBA Super Champion, your Dennis Ugas. They have a WBA World Champion. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. So the WBA has a World Champion and a Super Champion. Okay, I just learned something new today. Now, the number one contender is this guy, Stanis. He's from, I guess, Lithuania. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Stanonius or whatever. He's fighting Ugas. They have Vergil Ortiz ranked number 2. He has the WBA gold belt. So the WBA has a WBA gold. He's a gold champion. They have a world champion, and they have a super champion. Guess who you're not going to see here? Keith Thurman. You see, you don't see Keith. Let's look at the top 15. Keith Thurman is not here. Keith Thurman is not here. Abel Ramos, Jaron Ennis, Vergil Ortiz, Gabriel, Jamal James, Mikhail Fox, Mario Barrios, Connor Ben, Taras, Jesus, David, Alberto, Sandy. You don't see Keith Thurman there. You don't see Keith Thurman there. You notice that, right? You don't see Keith. Hold on, guys. You don't see Keith Thurman there. True. Shout out the facts.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says that Crawford's resume says otherwise, coach. He needs all. Hey, resumes don't win fights. Resumes don't win fights, my brother. I ain't never seen a resume beat nobody. Never. But Crawford fought. He beat Crawford is a 3-division world champion. Crawford has been a champion since 2014. 3-division world champion. He's been undisputed at the junior welterweight division, and he just beat a PBC fighter, Shawn Porter. He stopped him. So he has to get the other guys. They're on the other side of the street. Yeah, we're gonna see what they do. We know, hey, and this is how you know that the other side of the street stuff was some bullshit, because guess what? They allowed Shawn Porter to cross the street. Probably because they knew he was probably because he knew that they knew he was leaving and he wanted to get his cash out or whatever. Who knows? But you get what I'm saying though. Keith Thurman ain't here. So that blows that narrative out of the water, right? He said, who's commenting and not paying up? Oh, Caesar Castro, you're gonna have to pay up, bro. Gotta pay up. You got to pay up, dog. You got to pay up. Got to pay up, dog. You got to pay up, Caesar. Yes, you do, sir. He say Thurman got the bag from Pacquiao, and he's been on vacation ever since. Yeah, he's been on vacation for 2.5 years. So what they did was Al Heyman got him on there. Bruh, it doesn't work that way. There's no way that a fighter who's been out of the sport of boxing for 2.5 years should be ranked number 4 on any ranking system. It just doesn't work that way. You see what I'm saying? There's no way. There's no way that should happen. But hey, I'm now that I think about it, Errol Spence and Keith Thurman fight gonna happen next year. I really believe that. So yeah, I agree. The car crash was a factor, and he hasn't fought since then. That's why I think his lack of activity, one fight since the accident, should be a 50-50 fight. Yeah, whatever. However they work it out. That's up to Al Heyman to work that out. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Nick. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich.
Hey, okay.
You see what I'm saying, though? That's up to Al Heyman to work out. That ain't our job to figure out who gonna get paid what, and that's up to Al Heyman to work out. If this guy say he want this much, that guy say he want that much. Okay, Al, make it happen. You supposed to be the genius, right? Al, you supposed to be the genius, right? Al Heyman's supposed to be the genius. Make it work. Make it make sense. But at the end of the day, Al Heyman is going to do what's best for his company. And the PBC fighters are going to do what they're told. They're going to do what they're told. That's how that works. Donnell says Keith Thurman don't love the sport no more. No, hey, he say he hungry now. Hello. Hey, Darnell, he said he hungry now. He said he hungry. He coming back. I like Keith Thurman. I like Thurman. I really do. He been going for 2.5 years. So, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? You know what I mean? He's been going for 2.5 years. He's been going for 2.5 years. He said Spence fought Danny Garcia after the car crash. Yes, he did. He fought Danny Garcia after the car crash. Big Ron says Terence Crawford, first undisputed junior welterweight since 2004, and now WBO champion at welterweight. Yeah. Yeah, 3 division weight champion. So you say, warning, we are ignoring Caesar until he pays up. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're going to have to pay up, brother. That's what you're going to have to do. Everybody paid but you. Everybody paid but you and another guy. And that other guy's not here anymore. Darnell says that he used to be my favorite too. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, listen, man. Keith Thurman, bro. The game misses Keith Thurman. The game misses Keith Thurman. He said, Teach says, he said, Coach, if you had a promotional company, what would the name be? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. I think, I do think this though. I think that if I had the knowledge of the business as it relate to contracts and stuff like that, I think I'd be a damn good promoter. Or I think I'd be a good hype man. You see what I'm saying? For a promoter. Kind of like if I learn the business, because I can, I would be the type of promoter I like to be out there on the front street, talking, willing and dealing. You know what I mean? Doing business behind closed doors though. Not talking out in the public about the business like Eddie Hearn. I won't do that. But once the fight is made, that's when we'll talk about it. Yeah, baby boy, the fight is made. We got Errol the True Spence versus Terence Crawford. This is gonna be a mega fight. This is gonna be one of the best fights of the year. This is our Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray. This is our Hearns. This is our Hearns Sugar Ray. This is our Sugar Ray Roberto Duran. This is our mega fight. We're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna make it happen. We got Big Fish, call Al to the left. We got Terence Crawford, that boy from Omaha, Nebraska, the underdog. And people say that he couldn't do this and do that. And the truth is the guy, he's from the big city, he's from the big state of Texas. He has Jerry Jones backing him. He has this, he has that, he has ice, he knows Yellow Beezy. I will promote the hell out of them. Bruh, I will promote the hell out of that fight. Fight to be big. Fight to be big. He said Crawford is 34 and his biggest win is Porter. Okay.
Hey, okay.
And you're saying all that to say what? You said all that to say what? I get it. I understand your narrative. I know who you are very well. I get it. He said the only people that should be worried about money is the fighters and the IRS. Exactly. 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 You know what I mean? So Thomas says Thurman hungry because you're running out of money. Yeah. You're running out of money. Money probably getting low. I don't know. I don't know what his financial situation is. He said a fair promoter a fair promoter, that's what matters. Not Don King like. Yeah. Don gonna make the fight, but boy, he gonna take 50%, 80, let's see, 15. 83 and a third percent of your money. Because 50% is going to go to your manager, which is his son, and 33% is going to go to him. So 83% of your purse is gone already. That leaves you 17%. And then you still got to pay your cut man, you still got to pay your trainer and all that stuff there. That's how that works. That's how that works. He says, Yellow Beezy. Yeah, Yellow Beezy, man. I don't know what's going on with him. I never heard the brother's music. So I never heard his music. Francisco said that as much as I want to see Spence Bud fight, I'll settle for either them to fight Ortiz or Ennis. Yeah, Ortiz, they're not gonna fight Ortiz or Ennis. Ortiz and Ennis gotta wait their turn, to be honest with you. They got to wait their turn. Ortiz and Ennis is going to be the next guys to take over the welterweight division, but they're going to have to go through what Crawford, they're going to have to go, well, I ain't going to say Crawford, because Crawford haven't been in the welterweight division for a long time, but they're going to have to go through what those other welterweights did. in order to get to that point, you know. And that's just how it's going to work, you know, to be honest with you. That's just how it's going to work. Unless one of those sanctioning bodies force some mandatory or whatever the case may be. Unless they do that. Unless they do that. Kelly Ellie says, he say money, but damn, nigga been gone for a minute. Ain't been the same. Nah, he ain't been the same. Keith Thurman, he's not hungry anymore. What you say, Fats? You said Boots versus Spence make it happen? Okay. Yeah, I don't think Spence gonna fight Boots. Let's see. He says, I gotta go, fam. Take care, enjoy Thanksgiving. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. He says, hit me with a couple of coach.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
shout out to Clover Lane, man.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
He say levels within levels, but I want to see some good fights in 2022. I do, me too. Want to see some good fights in 2022. Want to see some good fights in 2022. Yes, we do. We want to see that. We most definitely want to see that. We don't want to see no fanboys running interference for their favorite fighters. But that's what these dudes do. They running interference for their favorite fighters, boy. They want to come with all kind of distractions and you know, all kind of interference. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not listening to the fanagers. We're not listening to the fanboys. We're not listening to the haters. No, we sticking straight to the sport of boxing. If you coming over here to troll and all that stuff there, boy, this is not the channel for you. Take that shit back on the other side of the street. You know what I mean? So, let's see. We got this one troll right here. Let's see. Jamie Nieto, what you say? He said hit me with a cover line. Y'all already got the cover line. Big Ron. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Jay Styles says, Coach, no more wrenches. I don't want to see your channel looking like a toolbox. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with the moderators I have. I have some good moderators, man. I have some real good moderators. He says, Coach, who took the biggest L in 2021? I have to think about that. I have to think about that. 2021. Yeah, I have to think about that. I have to think about that. Like, what was the biggest? You know, I don't know. I want to say Michael Coffey against Johnny Rice. I want to say Michael Coffey. Hey, that's the first fight cut in my head. Michael Coffey against Johnny Rice. Because biggest L, you would probably say, like, if it was a big upset. None of the top fights. Let's see. Fury beat Wilder. He knocked Wilder out. We got Canelo beat Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders. Was it Billy Joe? Maybe, I don't know. Nah. I got to think about that. 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 He says the biggest L this year will be, I would say, Joshua losing 3 straps. Yeah, you can look at it that way too, Joshua. But the reason why I don't say that's the biggest L, because that guy, Usyk, Joshua was not really favored by a whole lot over that guy. That was more like that guy was a former undisputed champion. You know what I mean? That guy was a former undisputed champion. So that fight was kind of more like 50-50. And there's quite a few people that kind of picked Usyk to beat Joshua. So I don't know about that. That was an L though. That was a big L. But you get what I'm saying though. It wasn't like Joshua was. It wasn't like an Andrew Ruiz upsetting Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's good with your Coach Malachi? You know, new media today boxing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
What's your
I
name?
Just called in to let you know. This is Andrew Tucker from Andrew Tucker World on YouTube.
All right, Andrew, what's going on, fam? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Florida boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, represent.
Yeah, man. you up there in the Bengal.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I just want to say, man, I love what you're doing in the YouTube box community, man. And I just love the energy, man. You know, remind me a lot of myself, man. And And I just say, man, just keep up the great work, man. You know, it's a blessing to have guys like you in the YouTube boxing community, man, that's not biased, keep it straight down the middle, and that just keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? And just have the passion that you have and the love that you have for the sport of boxing, man, is just amazing. I just love your passion. I love your energy, man. I love what you're doing in the YouTube boxing community. But I just want to say, man, I would love to see that fight, man. If Keith Thurman can get it together, man, bounce back, I would love to see him fight Terence Crawford, man. I think that'd be a good fight. But, you know, it's a situation where, man, it's a situation where, you know, of course, the one that we really want to see is Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, man. But it seems like Errol Spence Jr. don't really want to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it seems like he don't want to fight, man. And I know he was talking about fighting the winner of Pacquiao and Ugas, you know what I mean? But now I'm hearing that Ugas has a mandatory he got to take care of.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
I think they trying to.
The WBA put Ugas in a tournament, so they got Ugas in a tournament. This is what I think. This is what I think is going to happen. You know, I'm not sure, but this is what I think is going to happen. Errol Spence says he has a big announcement coming up. Who he's going to fight next? Keith Thurman says he has a big announcement. He's fighting next year, 2022, somewhere like February, March. I think PBC does in-house fights. That's pretty much all they do. All of their fights is in-house. If you look at pretty much most of Errol Spence fights has been in-house fights outside of him going to the UK to fight Kell Brook. You're gonna hear a matter of fact, I'm gonna write this down. This is 2021, 11/20, what the date 11/23? 11/23, 2001. No, 2021. I'm talking about 2001. 2021 at 5:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm telling you guys, I think you're gonna hear Keith Thurman and Errol Spence fight next year. That's gonna be Errol Spence's first fight back. I really believe that.
Yeah. I really believe that too. You know what I mean? I really believe that too. And it's a really easy fight to make. You know what I mean? A real easy fight to make. And both of them being on the same side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Fighting under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be a real easy fight to make. And you know what I'm saying? I can most definitely see that fight. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach. I really want to see that. I won't mind seeing that fight though, man. To be honest with you.
I mean, just to hear Keith Thurman talk, I'm coming back. He's coming off an accident. I'm coming back, off of my loss to Manny Pacquiao, and I know people. Just to hear Keith Thurman talk is I would love to see the press conference for that. Just all of the stuff Keith is going to say, bring to the table. I would love to see that. But I honestly, I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but. Spence, because of the tournament that the WBA's put him in, if he's not able to get out of that, and Spence says that he doesn't want a tune-up fight, and I don't think it's going to be the Crawford fight. I don't think it's. Wait a minute, right. It could be the Crawford fight if that's what Al Heyman wants. But Spence,
but Coach, I don't know. But Coach, it was an article out there I ran across, and I was going to report this news, man. But it was an article. I forget. I don't know if it was on BoxingScene.com, but it was an article saying that they're trying to negotiate, trying to work something out between Dennis Ugas and Errol Spence Jr. fighting for next year around February, right? And I was like, I don't know about that because Stanionis is mandatory. I forget the guy's first name. Yeah. But Stanionis is mandatory. So they're trying to get push that to the side and see if they can take care of his mandatory at a later date and try to get that fight with Dennis Ugas and Errol Spence Jr.
But this is the thing. Like I think they did that on Ugas pretty fast too, bro. Like, damn, they pulled that. Stanionis. Yeah, they pushed that up on him pretty fast. Like, we're gonna see what Al Heyman can do. Maybe Al Heyman can work something out, get with the sanctioning body, and see if they can work something out so that Errol Spence and Ugas can fight for the unified, for the strap. You know what I mean? And then make that Crawford fight for later on. I think if the Crawford Spence fight happens, it's going to be later on in the year. That's what Al Heyman is going to do. but something is telling me, bro, I don't know what it is. Something is telling me that the Spence and Thurman fight, I don't know what it is, but something telling me that's what we're going to hear.
Yeah, I could agree with you 100%, Coach. I think that could be the next. I think that's going to be like that next fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it will only make sense because I think you were saying earlier, like they got like Keith Thurman, like they put him back up in the rankings or something like that, like by being inactive.
Yeah, the WBC, I have it right here. The WBC, Keith Thurman is ranked number 4. This is the only sanctioning body that has him ranked. Let me look and see. Do we have anything for the WBO? Hold on. He's not in the IBF. They don't have him ranked in the IBF. So WBO. Let me just pull it up right quick. WBO rankings. Yeah, I don't think Keith Thurman is. Hold on. All right, WBO year 2021. They make you go through all these different things here. Hold on, guys. Let me hold on. Let's pull up the WBO. Let's pull up the WBO, guys. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I don't think Keith Thurman is ranked here, but he's ranked with the WBC. The only thing that matters is him being ranked with the sanctioning body of the belt holder. So that's all that matters.
Right.
And I'm telling you, bro, something. It just dawned on me on the show. Yeah, because Keith Thurman is not ranked with the WBO neither. He's not ranked at in the top 15 in the WBO, as you guys can see right there, right? He's not ranked with the WBA in the top 15. He's not ranked anywhere with the IBF in the top 15. As you can see, Keith Thurman is not here, but he is ranked number 4 with the WBC. This is going to be the fight. I'm willing. I'm damn near willing to bet it.
I'm with you 100%. Yeah, I see it too, Coach. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. The fact that he's ranked number 4 in the WBC. Yeah, he's automatically, and they might mandate. You know what I'm saying? They might mandate him to be the mandatory. They might, put him in position to become the mandatory for Errol Spence Jr. WBC welterweight championship belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
Mandatory.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, but listen, my brother, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Andrew, man, we're gonna wrap the show up, man. Anything you want to say before you go?
Yes, sir, man. I'll just say, man, y'all continue to show Coach Malachi love, man. Y'all continue to support the channel. He's an amazing boxing channel, man. I'm glad I just started tuning in, over the past couple of weeks, and he's great for the YouTube box community, man. One of the realest, you know what I'm saying? And, he older than me, so he'd be like a big brother to me. But, you know what I'm saying? He also my Florida brother, so, we got to represent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all, yeah, man. But I'm Andrew Tucker, man. And y'all know I'm Andrew Tucker World on in the box community, YouTube box community. So y'all most definitely continue to show Coach Malachi, man, because he on fire, man. And he bringing something like never before in the YouTube box community, man. So keep showing them love, keep supporting them, man. And much love to you, Coach.
All right, for sure, man. I check your YouTube channel out as well. Andrew Tucker, man. What's going on, my brother? Salute to you. All right, guys, that's it for the calls today. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Let me go ahead and take the banner down for that. We're gonna wrap it up, guys, and we're gonna do this OJ Jew-Man style. Shout out to, hold on, let's edit this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Say that for now. Let's do this OJ Jew-Man style. You know how we do it, guys. Shout out to, as a matter of fact, let's get an audience a round of applause. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, Acast, and TuneIn as well. So shout out to everyone who's listening. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and go out Old Man Jew-Man style. And we got to represent and give everybody in the chat a shout out. You took the time out to watch the show. I owe you guys that. Shout out to Steve Kim as well. Let's hit Steve Kim with OJ Jew-Man right quick.
Hey,
All right, we had to give him the OJ Jew, man. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Will. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to Jay Styles in the building. Shout out to Paul Evans and Ava as well. Facts 100. What's going on? Wendell Jackson. What the link read? Wayne Love Peacock. What's up, brother? Anthony Evelyn. What's going on? And also shout out to Andrew Tucker World as well. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins from Maryland that called in. My big brother Shelton Moore from LA, West, y'all. Shout out to Bruce Goals from Rhode Island. Shout out to Batman Boxing Talk out in DC. And shout out to Al in Philly. Shout out to ESPN as well, man. Shout out to ESPN. Shout out to Francisco. What's going on? Shout out to the Queen, Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to you, and shout out what the sister name? Kelly. Shout out to Kelly Ellie. Shout out to Kelly Ellie, the Queen Kelly Ellie as well. Shout out to Teach in the building. Tomas Candela. Senor Calderon. What's going on, bro? Hold on. As a matter of fact, I got super chats here. I got super chats down. Let's get to the super chats. I got super chats. Shout out to the Jim 82. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Also, shout out to the Queen Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Goddamn Nick Rich. Hey, Bless says she's about to kiss his head. I'm gonna Bless. Hey, Bless says she's about to kiss the head. Hey, shout out to DJ, man. Shout out to DJ, man. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Joey Chaz. Shout out to Graham Taylor in the building. Shout out to Paul Evans once again and Ava. Shout out to Logic. Shout out to D Dubs. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Rico Brown. What's happening? Bobby Ruff in the building. Tommy Bermudez. What's happening? My main man Hector Garcia with the lick read. Joey Chaz. King Cobra. Paul CX. Who else we got in the building, man? Some people don't forget. Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Diallo Huggy. I think he was here early as well. Shout out to Shelton Moore once again. Man, if I forget your name, man, please forgive me. It's so many people names that came through that was here and left. I'm just trying to cover everybody that I can. Shout out to Kelly Boxing. Shout out to Logic. Shout out to Jeff Luciette in the building. Shout out to Chick. Chick was here as well. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Darnell. Darnell, what's going on, fam? Shout out to the Queen Kelly Ellie. Stephen 47, what's going on, bro? Thomas Jones in the building. Who else we have? Brandon Kelly, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Russell. Shout out to Puerto Rican Ron with the lick read. Shout out to Francisco. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Teach in the building once again. Shout out to Wendell Jackson. Smile back if you're ugly. Shout out to Texas Made, the realest. Everything big in Texas, man. Big hats, big belt buckles, big cowboy boots, big cars, big tires, big rims, just everything big. They do everything big in Texas, man. Shout out to Jay Styles. Shout out to Big Ronald Finkley in the building and the boys over there in UGC Flame. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Shout out to, who else we have, guys? I don't like to forget everybody. I don't like to forget nobody. Shout out to Pugilism. Man, I think that's it, man. Jaime Nieto, or an American, Jamie Nieto. Jaime Nieto, what's going on, fam? I think that's it. I think we got everybody. I think Wayne Love Peacock, Anthony Evelyn. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think I got everybody, guys. Once again, Schoolo X-Man, what's going on, fam? He says, I learned a lot today. I really appreciate that, fam. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to Steel Shelf in the building. And I think that's it. Murat, what's going on, fam? Salute to you. Hector Garcia. And Cesar Castro, you got to pay the $100. The Cash App is New Media Today USA. New Media Today USA is at the bottom. $ New Media Today USA. You got to pay, brother. Everybody paid but you. your balance is wanting, and it's wanting right now, my brother. So make sure you take care of that. Be a man of your word. Honor your word. Honor your word, and we'll be good. We'll be Gucci. Shout out to Jim 82, the Queen Bless 365, the Queen Nick Rich. I forgot all about her. And once again, it's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. Hey guys, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to chill and be with their family. Please have a blessed Thanksgiving, guys. I really love you guys. You guys are my New Media Today USA Boxing family. We're going to grow the sport of boxing together. And before we leave, I'm going to give everybody a round of applause and shout out to Bruce Goals. Holla at you guys. New Media Today USA Boxing. John McSmith, what's going on, fam? Bacon and eggs, what's happening? See you guys Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. See you guys Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my saying, don't meet me there, beat me there. See you guys Friday, guys. Peace and happy Thanksgiving.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.